All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming to you for another episode of From the Sidelines. We are getting there every week, closer and closer to episode 100, which we are going to have a special little time for. But for tonight's episode, we do have a couple cool guests with us. It is episode 98, and we have, as always, our normal co-hosts who are on the show every single week. We have Steven Hash. What is going on, my guy?
Dude, we're back. You know, not as sad this week. We're building our mentality back up. So it feels good to be back on the show. You know, grateful to be here.
Rest in peace, Callie. We talked about it at the end of last week. Her memorial will be sitting behind you as always on the show. So yeah, she will still not miss an episode of the podcast. Our other co-host, who does sometimes miss episodes of the podcast, and then we say he's dead, and then the audience gets mad at us because they don't like when you say that one of your co-hosts is dead. Yeah, that's been a whole thing recently.
Yeah,
Baird. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, the timing's not the best, but you know, we made the most of it. We're alive. We're all well.
Thank you everyone for reaching out. I don't know how that's so bad.
Yeah.
It's either you take it really well or you really don't like it. And I get it. I understand. It kind of snowballed out of control a little bit, but
it was start a little bit more innocent than what it ended up as. But you know what? At the end of the day, you're still alive. No harm, no foul, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, well, perfect. And on that beautiful note, let's transition into our sponsors before we bring in our lovely two guests who are sitting here waiting for us to talk with them tonight. We got to mention Liquid IV, the great hydration multiplier that we use every week on the show and at the paintball field. Liquid IV, you can head over to liquidiv.com, use promo code Mafia_Moffitt. You're going to save 20% off and check out all of their great flavors that they have for sale over there. They have the sugar-free and the sugar option as well. So if you're keto or you need diabetes, something like that, you need to watch your sugar intake, they have an option for you as well. Go check it out at liquidiv.com. As I mentioned, promo code Mafia_Moffitt. Free shipping, 20% off. Can't pass up on that. We also have our lovely NECTR Energy, NECTR.energy, and I'll actually be throwing some of this in just a few short minutes here with our lovely guest tonight. I mean, you know, we'll give more information about them throughout the whole entire show, and you'll see why here very shortly. But let's just mention the code, MafiaProductions. If you do want to go check out the product, you can head over to NECTR.energy. Use code MafiaProductions. It's a buy two, get one free code. So throw 3 in your cart. You're going to get 2 and 1 for free. So I think that's pretty cool. Our last but not least, last sponsor on tonight's show is weltsclothing.com. Head over to weltsclothing.com to check out all the great apparel by our friends down in Texas. Great hat swap. Love that brand and keep struggling. That was actually nice. We did not plan that out. But weltsclothing.com, they've got all your great apparel and accessories when you head out to the paintball field to look stylish and be Aggie. You know, it's always cool to be Aggie. Go support some fellow paintball players and some awesome people in the industry at Welts Clothing using code FTS to save some money at checkout. All right. Well, that was all 3 of our sponsors, and we have our 2 hosts, so that we need one more thing, and that is our 2 guests on tonight's show. They look identical. There's you're not drunk, audience. There's not 2 people kind of shifting around on the screen. They're actually 2 separate people, and they are the owners of one of our, well, not the owners, the co-owners. There's a lot of people involved, but they're high up at the top, we can say that, of one of our sponsors here today. It'll be great to talk to them. I'm excited. But with Jared and Brett from NECTR Energy, how are you guys doing? And what's going on down there?
Yo, we're at we're higher up on the heap of pouches over here, man. You know, the pile of pouches.
Nice. Yeah, that works. Sort of towards the top of the pile. Yeah.
We're in the top part of the can where everybody thinks that it's empty. We shipped them an empty can.
Yep, I've had definitely a lot of people do a little pop. What's going on here?
Sweet.
Yeah, dude. Dude, you gotta send me all my pucks, but they're empty.
Hey, well, it's great to have you guys. Thank you guys for blessing us with your time.
Yeah, we're stoked for the invite. Stoked to hop on here and chat with you guys and friggin' hang out.
No, I thought it'd be awesome to kind of pick your guys' brain about some of the, the more professional sides of the company and kind of how the story of that got started into what it is today and maybe a little bit of the future. But also, you guys are just cool dudes. We met in Vegas, and I was like, all right, these bros are chill as hell, and I want to talk to them on my podcast. So that's what we put together today, and I'm glad we were able to finally make it all work. So, jumping on into it, boys, what's kind of, let's start from the beginning. NECTR Energy, if people never heard of it before, kind of where did the start of that come from?
Dude, so would say it's like really based in Brett and I's relationship with one of our other best friends who's Swedish. And as we originally met back in high school, we were all, dude, I mean, energy drink addicts, man. I mean, I think anybody who energy drinks and nicotine, yeah. Fiends.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Hardcore fiends, man.
Nicotine and caffeine make protein.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, right? I think it's basic math.
Yeah, right? I think
Somewhere
that's how
down
that
there,
works.
I think that, yeah, Breakfast of Champions, man. So we went over to Sweden and tried their snus, which was like the original little pouches that they had over there when we, like 18, 17, 18.
Okay.
And we were like, damn, there's nothing like this in the States. It was before Zyn, before, before Rogue. And then now, fast forward to about, 3 years ago? Yeah, about 3 years. 3 years ago, we stayed in touch with Oscar, the Swedish counterpart of ours. Mm-hmm. And we're like, dude, we need to start something. We need to do some type of business. And Jared came up with the idea of like, well, what if we take like the energy supplements and compounds out of an energy drink, put them into a pouch. And initially we wanted to do it with nicotine also. Yeah. But we found out that you can't do that. That's and make the protein's hard, boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We have to do it by ourselves in our own car. All right, I get it.
Yeah. So sorry, there's no like one-stop shop for that. But
that would be awesome.
Call the FDA.
Yeah. Call your representative. I was just gonna. Yeah, you beat me to it.
Yeah, if anybody out there, man, you want to see a nicotine and nootropic pouch, call your senator. All right.
We're gonna change laws to make the best product available for all the people.
Movement.
I agree. One day we'll be there, boys.
No, that's actually funny. You guys talk about snus. My brother actually is a big fan of it as well. The naval aviation community is they all have a snus pouch in their pocket most of the time that they're going up in the air, because same thing. It gives you that nicotine, it gives you that energy, and when you're flying a helicopter and it's pitch black all around you and it's the middle of the night. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a little lip pillow in and wake up a bit. So early back, like 2019, I think was the first time I would see his jars in like his old fridge, like, the garage fridge. He would have like all of his beers and then just jars of what I thought was dip. But he was like, oh, no, it's snus. He's like, it's Swedish. It's a lot better for you. And, kind of explained the whole thing to me. So that was really where when you guys were first talking about the product, that's kind of what bought in for me, because I was like, oh, it has a lot of that similar, the cool parts of Swedish snus being a lot more clean from you just from a like base level, and then kind of putting in caffeine and a neurotropic instead of adding in synthetic nicotine or a tobacco derivative of some type.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny too, because even if we were touting that it's like American made, we could put almost anything into it as American made, right? And so with it being produced over in Sweden, not only are you getting like that heritage and the manufacturing capability, right? Like everything that comes with that, but you're also like our first like formulation sheets, like we would send them to the supplier and be like, okay, blend us this, and they're like, well, we can't get this, or this, right? Those are all banned over in the EU. Like, dude, what?
Oh wow.
Yeah, how are you guys supposed to get like high off supplements,
Yeah. Half of them are banned. Okay. Well, shit.
Yeah. And but then like the cognizine aspect of it, man, is like that's obviously a trademarked and more optimized version of acetylcholine, right? So that was like our big ticket item, and we were like, dude, if we can't get that, then there's a couple others on the list for it, but that really gives us that really kind of time in market and research capability that we wouldn't be able to approach the market space with.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It was more.
So it's a trust factor.
Yeah, more so a known neurotropic or chemical instead of just trying the latest one. And yeah, potentially the latest one, it could be the best, but there's just not that history of having products out to show what it can do and trials behind that.
Yeah, and it's been around for a while, and it's optimized, right? It's already optimized, so we're putting an optimized nootropic into an optimized delivery system, and it's not supposed to make you feel buzzed or like you're
like overstim feeling.
You're shaking,
Yeah. Oh god, they froze up. Oh, office Wi-Fi letting us down already. But I will say, I have heard about the story of the cognizine citicoline and how that whole came together and they were able to start using that. And hopefully if they were able to get them back, I would love to kind of hear that story, because it is pretty interesting. But it is it is a cool product. And I definitely, sucks that we're having them drop out already so early on in the show. All right.
We're back.
There we go.
Let's go.
They're back.
Peace out.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, all right, we get 10 minutes. Cool. All right, guys, moving on. Next segment of the show tonight.
Guys. I had to check the notes, and then I had to switch shirts. Okay. So that's Baird, and that's
okay. All right. Perfect.
Perfect.
No, but while you guys were gone, I was talking. I've actually heard about the story of the cognizine citicoline. I think our audience has heard me mispronounce that week after week after week after week. It's just it's a staple here on this show. But could you guys maybe give a little of the background of that story and how you guys got kind of approved to use that ingredient? Because I actually think it's kind of interesting how it all kind of came together.
Dude, so I was like the one that was responsible for doing all the formulations and finding all of the compounds to put in the pouch. And I found Kyle Oaxaca, which is the company that owns the rights to cognizine. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? And it's in a lot of the big products that people already love. So it's in like the C4 energy drink. It's in its own base product that sells millions of dollars on freaking Amazon. And so I was like, what? I'm just going to send them an email, pitch them the product, and see if they respond. And they freaking did. And I was shocked. I was like, what?
Nice.
And then it lined up perfectly to where they were registered in the EU as a novel food already, because a lot of the other trademarked ones we were looking at weren't registered to be used as a novel food compound in the EU for manufacturing. So I was like, dude, hell yeah. So they were like, if you guys were a drink or a pill or anything, we wouldn't even have responded to your email. But the fact that you guys are doing it in a different delivery method, that we think it's super cool, and we want to be a part of your guys' growth.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
They kind of were like, they saw a cool idea in the works, and we're like, let's jump on that.
Let's invest. That's awesome.
Well, the delivery, like putting it in a pouch, was pretty much one of the only reasons why they responded to us. Otherwise, they wouldn't.
Yeah, because they're
like, whatever, dude. Like that.
They're already in the market in other forms. They already have their drinks and their stuff that's out there.
Yeah, dude, like the flagship products that are making them. We buy a tiny percentage.
Compared to Cellcore.
We probably buy like sample batches. Like their company's like sample batch. It's like, we're coming with a new flavor. It's like our yearly purchase volume. But they're super cool because they still like follow up with us. They still check in to see how we're doing. They help us get it out there to different market segments and stuff also. So it's cool having them along of us versus just some freaking supplier that like is buying ceticoline from China, says it's ceticoline based on these tests that manufacturer owns the lab for also.
And the lab's in China too. And it's just all a little sketchy.
You never know what you're getting, bro. It could just be salt.
You're just getting fed. You're just getting fed straight in. And
Hey, bro, we don't ship
NECTR
through
fat
Mexico to
pouches?
here.
Yeah, okay, all right, good to know.
If that was the case too, bro, I think our sales would be way higher.
Dude, a lot of return
We'd be having
customers.
you guys on a private jet out here to do a live interview.
Dude, that would have been great. Yeah, no,
dude.
which is
The NECTR PJ. Oh, that would be sick.
NECTR, yeah, it's gotta
We
be in
wanna-
like the whole
We
color
want to
scheme.
keep our audience, not OD them.
All right, good. So only FDA certified products. Awesome. Good to hear. And when I do love, kind of in vain with that, you guys were joking a little bit, but we talked about it earlier with the Swedish side of stuff. For people who don't know why, they are really strict about the quality of ingredients and the stuff that could be put into pouches over there. Where does that come from? For people who don't know, Sweden's kind of history of tobacco culture.
Dude, so Sweden, if you look up the pouch and snus and nicotine, the oral usage of nicotine, the Swedes have been doing it for freaking ever. They are the pouch masters.
Just a whole bunch of beautiful blonde 6 foot women with pouches in. That's just how I imagine Sweden constantly.
They're Swedish.
Yeah, we've even got a book. We've got a snus history book right here.
Oh shit! Okay.
Sweden.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
What the fuck?
What?
It literally gives you all the heritage, man.
Yeah.
They've been doing it.
It's kind of like
They're 200 years old. 200 years.
the way that we have
they've been
alcohol, types and histories of that is almost kind of this is that product for them of kind of it's been a historical cultural thing throughout their country.
Yeah. Tennessee and Kentucky with their bourbon and their whiskey is to Sweden what snus is, pretty much. You ask anyone in any type of nicotine, Zyn. Zyn is owned by Swedish Match. They're you go to Sweden and check there, and that's why ours is wet. So our pouch is a wet pouch, and that's why it seems kind of moist compared to what you get with an On or any other type of product out there. Is straight dried out because they like that moisture content in there.
Yeah, well, and I'm guessing that comes from the ingredient side of kind of instead of just getting it all the way to just 0% moisture content, letting a little bit stay in there. So there's kind of that, when you put it in, it's not just that sandpaper feeling pouch almost.
Yeah. Sucks the saliva right out of your head.
Yeah, you're just I'll spit in 4 minutes. All right.
Water. That's what I was thinking.
Just letting it build up.
Bring a sand in your mouth. Yeah, where's the SpongeBob meme when you need it, dude?
Exactly.
That's so good.
So I guess, kind of moving off that, so you guys started the NECTR brand. We got a little bit of the backstory of that. Where was it was early on in the company's, life to kind of start going into paintball. What was the pushing force behind that? Did you guys play back in the day? Was there, a family friend, a family member? Was, kind of what's the story behind that?
Birthday party. Yeah, it was actually Mr. Paintball where we started playing down here in San Diego. So we played since we were young. We've been playing since we were 10. Not so much anymore because we've been businesses and trying to make it by here in San Diego with getting regular jobs.
So you're what they would call entrepreneurs. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a fancy word for that.
Yeah, the air quotes. Yeah, got you.
So we've been playing since we were 10, and then never really got super far into tournament paintball, but always loved the sport. Been to the original NPPL, Huntington Beaches back in the day.
Damn.
Went to Qualcomm when Qualcomm still had it.
Nice. Okay.
And
sick.
That makes sense. You guys are down in that area.
Friend that played for the Pirates that we grew up playing with. We used to do Velocity Summer Series, run points over there. Dude, we would play airball and we loved the whole
kind of the SoCal rec side type baller, involved in that scene, not necessarily heavy tournament players, but know what's going on, head out to the parks, playing points here and there, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Last time I went and played airball, man, people were like, "Oh, what team you play for?" I'm like, I This is my first time playing airball, bro.
Dude, that's when you hit them with the I don't play for a team, but I did or something. Like, you gotta find like some historic team, like some D2 old team that they used to know or something. Like up here in NorCal, you could probably say like, I played for Mama's Boys, and there's probably some people around here who'd be like, oh shit, oh damn. Okay, you were good 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an old fart, bro.
Yeah.
So many like
I
that.
have a walk on, bro.
Yeah, the field legend.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
Weekend
right.
Warrior. I mean, that's basically me now.
Okay, Hatch.
No,
Still
I
a
would
semi-pro
not
player,
ever.
buddy.
Yeah.
Have a little confidence.
But
Yeah,
then
fun.
like Garrett, he works with us.
Mhm.
So he worked with us at one of our other companies, and we were like floating the idea with all of this with him, and he was like, dude, you guys need to hit up Greenspan. He lives in, and I mean, Garrett's such a nice guy. Anybody that's actually met him is like, that dude is super, super nice.
Mhm.
Trap Daddy Gravity on Instagram if
Yep.
you don't. Yeah. No, but
He's the plug. He's the plug for sure.
Doxing his ass.
Yeah, we're gonna-
his real name, bro. Oh, yeah, sorry, cut that blind.
Yo, can we get a social? Can we get a mother's maiden? Yeah, what else are we gonna need?
First dog name.
That's true. Good
Yeah,
security
let me go
question.
into his employee file for you, bro.
Dude, that's so funny.
Yeah, but so once we got like our first formula and our first like shipment, literally like this, in a
Just did,
freaking
like,
cookie jar
Loose leaf
full of
pouches.
pouches that were hand packed from the factory. He was like, dude, you guys need to go present this to Greenspan and Kyle Spica, and like, well, we don't know those guys. We know Greenspan, but who's Spica?
Okay.
Love that. Love that,
How
by
are
the
we
way.
gonna get in touch with those guys? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Garrett just had a meeting set up, and then that's how we kind of started getting into paintball. And then we met you guys. You guys were on board, some of the first guys. Yeah. Like
Definitely.
Yeah.
right after all. So it was literally like Greenspan, then you guys, literally that same week. And
Yeah.
it's like, fuck yeah, let's get into this sport, dude. We love it. They love it. It's the perfect supplement for the sport because it goes out there. You're already like high on adrenaline, so you don't really need to be caffeinated up like crazy. You just need to
Yeah.
have that like that mental clarity in order to play.
Yeah, the
And
focus
you don't
mode.
want the twitch. You want that focus. So, dude, load them up with nectar pouches and freaking go on our way.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because you say that in a good way. I've seen people at events. They'll be taking like NO stim before they're about to like go out and like
Yes,
do a
bro.
game, and like some of that I get, but dude, I wouldn't want a nitrous oxide stim because I feel like I'd just be starting to get itchy out there and just be like, I feel like in a gym that'd be okay, but playing paintball I just need like the caffeine. Just give me like 300 400 milligrams of caffeine and I'm fine. But the whole nitrous oxide part, I see you guys all the time like loading up cups. I'm like, dude, how do you not just get that like itch, like crazy feeling? Because I always do whenever I use those.
Calm, dude. I like to stay calm. I feel like
What the
it's that
fuck bullshit, Ash? What the fuck?
Whoa,
You
whoa,
are
whoa.
never calm
It's
during
like-
a paintball match.
It's like hype, but we're still in control. We're still in control. You know what I'm saying?
Brandon, do you concur?
Back me up, Rando.
He said that he wants to be calm and everything, and he's not necessarily calming, controlled, sure, but hype.
We gotta get that hype. We
absolutely.
gotta get that hype in there, dude. Because the thing is, if someone doesn't, who's gonna do it, bro? Who's gonna do it? You know,
I like how you're contradicting yourself right now already. You just said I want to be calm, and then you're like, well, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna be hype? It's gotta be me.
I try to be level-headed, but get everybody pumped up. Get everybody in that mindset. That it's game time. Time to lock in, boys.
There you go.
It's a vibe, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta get the vibe on point.
Yes, thank you, bro. Dude, he gets it.
Yeah,
He gets me.
He gets it.
Yeah.
So,
well, I love that. But yeah,
Reason doesn't work. It's about the friggin' energy that you're bringing. You gotta have
exactly,
that
dude.
certain level of intensity with like the delivery, and then you're set. Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yes.
BAG, man, we hatch energy, bro.
Hey, dude, we get over here, boys.
That's gotta be a flavor of Nectar.
My type of guest.
The BHE, Big Hatch Energy. I love that. There's the
okay,
collab.
okay.
There you go. That one's free.
Dang.
That one's free.
That's a new tag, dude. Yeah. Is that going on the Instagram bio, dude? Instagram handle,
Amen.
bro.
Just
That's
what
good.
would Hatch do? Just run through it.
Bracelets.
Let's go. I love it.
Oh, dude, the bracelets. Dude, that is my shit, bro.
Should bring back Livestrong bracelets.
Yes.
Yeah, or like the WWJD, but it's just WWHD.
Oh, dude, we're getting some ideas up in here, boys.
All
We're
of these
brainstorming
ideas
after.
are trademarks. These are
Yes,
verbal
yes,
trademarks. You cannot steal these out there.
Copyright
think about it.
infringements.
Yep.
Copyright
Yep.
2024.
You guys probably have a lawyer for
Productions.
that or something like that. I don't know.
Don't want to call from the lawyers.
Yeah,
No.
the $500 an hour. That's not fun.
Oh God.
But yeah, I mean, I was trying to relate that back into how Nectar is a good example of kind of a lighter pre-workout. You know, it's got a little bit of that stim, but also, you know, it's kind of the neurotropic is the part I like about it a lot. I've noticed like, you know, there'll be days I'm out delivering, kind of dashing, picking up extra stuff, and dude, when you're driving for a couple hours, you definitely just start to feel that like crash in, and then like you throw a pouch in. It definitely is like that. Oh, okay.
Little
Like
pick
you
me up.
kind of, yeah, you feel like, all right, it's coming back. All right, I'm hearing the music. Yeah, let's get that cranked up a little bit. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go 10 miles an hour over the speed limit now. You know, because I
Yeah.
was going slower before. But no, I definitely like and enjoy the product. My favorite's the Apple. I love this.
Dude,
This is great.
That is my favorite too.
Spearmint is definitely close behind it as well.
Experiment.
The thing is, for
Oh
me,
yeah.
Nectar's good for me is because, all right, so I got to drive super long drive for practice. If I have an energy drink and I sit in the car, okay, so this is going to be a little personal, boys. When the second I even think about popping an energy drink, bro, I'm like, man, I got to take a shit. Dude, Nectar
It hits
is
you?
like, dude, it hits me
I
bad,
swear to
bro.
God, you have IBS, bro. We've
thinking
talked about
about
it
it?
on the show before.
Dude, sometimes just thinking about an energy drink with just like that much caffeine just gets me going, dude. I crack it and I'm like, yo, the timer is set. The timer started.
The timer is going.
DEFCON 5 right now, just by thinking about it.
Yeah.
So-
all right, we might have to pause this real quick, guys. We might have to pause this. I'm starting to think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're getting it loaded up. Yeah.
Yes.
No, but yeah. So, but that's why you love Nectar Energy, because it doesn't cause that. Is that what you're getting
No.
with this?
Dude, it's like it's that perfect balance because when I'm not like fucking sitting on my steering wheel, fucking shaking like a motherfucker, because you know I have a whole 3-hour drive ahead of me. You know, if I wanted to drink an energy drink, I'd do it right before, you know, or something. That Nectar Energy is that perfect where I can just get in my car, pop it in, go for a long drive.
That's kind of the thing
Yeah,
I like
well-
about the product too. You know, I'll let you guys go in a second. It's just how convenient it is, because like that really is the
Yes.
thing that's nice. It's like you can just put one of these in your backpack and cool. Now you
I
have
wear
a
a
whole
fanny
bunch of,
pack
you know,
every day.
pouches, and it's like.
And I have my little black Nectar
Dude,
pump in
having
there.
a can of something
Oh,
like
yeah.
this is a seltzer, but having a can everywhere all the time, that could be, you know, it could be annoying. And especially if you're flying somewhere, like you could just throw a little nectar
Yeah,
pouch in, you know? Now you got your shit.
I use this at work. I pop one in at work, and it's really nice.
They don't know
Yeah,
what you do for work. Tell them what you do, bone surgeon.
Well, yeah, not a surgeon, but I work in the operating
Certified
room.
surgeon.
I'm a surgical tech and everything, so I can't have anything. You know, I'm sterile, but I pop one of these in right before a long surgery. Oh yeah, it's nice.
Oh, yeah.
I like it, and then I play with it.
Tell me where-
I get a
What
what?
was that?
Sorry, I was gonna make a stupid comment, but go for it.
I play with one in too. You know, I chew gum and then I pop one of
yeah.
these in. Yeah, it keeps me busy.
I was gonna
on the
say,
field.
you guys need to have on your website now that it's been like 1 in 1 doctors recommend Nectar Energy.
Yes. Doctor.
And then just hope the FDA does not, just like a little tiny asterisk, the FDA does not approve this statement.
yeah.
If the font is small enough, you're good.
That's true.
Just
You know,
put it in
as
the
long as it's
the
on
fine
there,
print.
and then when you're in court,
Yeah.
you can show with the magnifying glass. It did say that. You know,
Like,
it is a
actually,
disclaimer.
Your Honor, look here, and then just get the biggest magnifying glass with the smallest font. So.
It's white on white, so you have to highlight it.
Oh, dude, that is the strat.
That's a good one, actually. The like invisible
Yeah.
ink trick.
Holy shit.
But
yeah,
Your
dude.
Honor, they could
that been
clearly
done?
see.
Has that been done before?
Yes,
I tried a black Friday sale like that. It just sends out a pure black email. So when you opened it up, it was just all black, right? And people would be like, dude, WTF, bro? Like, what is this? But you'd have to highlight the whole, like, Control A or whatever, right? But it,
yeah, and then it would like pull up all the text and you could like see it. Okay, yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, and it'd be like, oh yeah, you're not a dumbass. You figured it out.
Nice.
That's a cool one. That's some cool little
But it
viral
worked on dark
marketing.
mode.
That's like
Yeah,
Da
I use
Vinci
dark
Code.
mode. I'd be fucked.
Dude, yeah, same here. I used it. I opened up. I'm like, what the heck, dude? Like, come on.
It didn't work.
I don't want my retinas blasted out by my phone all the time. Like
No,
it nice
dude,
and dark.
Yeah,
I gotta be in dark mode.
Fun for the win. The other thing that I think, back to like your guys' points about using it, is like on those long drives or even on those like delivery days or those longer surgeries or whatever. The cool thing about our product that you can do that I found probably the most helpful part is you can control your dosage like down to that milligram percentage. Like let's say you wanted extra hit, like throw 3 pouches in. Like
That's
at a
true.
time. That way you're getting that extra that extra cognizine and that extra caffeine boost. So, or, you know, throw 2 in. If it's been a rough night and you are like fucked up from the night before, throw freaking half that fuck in your mouth, bro, and then hit us up and be like, yo, dude, I just brought half the fuck.
I actually was looking at the back to see how many come in a puck. It's 16 per puck. I want to see the 1 puck challenge. 1 puck. Everyone knows the rules.
Holy shit.
There you go.
1 puck
That's
challenge.
the Instagram challenge. There we go.
Are we finding another way to see the shadow
and that's still less caffeine that is in like a bang or something like that. Like that's the crazy part.
But yeah, this is the thing, right? We catch so much hate about the caffeine content, and it's like, I don't know if you guys realize, but everybody is over caffeinated.
Absolutely.
Way too much vitamin B in that
Wait,
system
you mean the people who
right?
complained about being anxious on Instagram constantly every single day probably shouldn't be drinking 500 milligrams of caffeine from Starbucks every single day? That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you blew my mind.
And the sugar.
And the
and
Celsius,
sugar,
yeah.
and taking B vitamins, and yeah, dude. Yeah. So that's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the other thing is it's absorbed through your lip. So the percentage of loss of caffeine that you're getting from trying to drink 300 milligrams is, if we put 300 in a pouch, dude, you're
You're doing crack. That's legal crack cocaine. That's-
yeah. But first you'll taste it too, because it's bitter.
Oh yeah, because that chemically taste. Yeah. Well,
Really?
and,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and I'm guessing, it kind of, well, because like, it just makes sense because it isn't the way that it's coming in through the lip. It's coming right into the bloodstream because it's just getting into the little kind of gum tissue and then going in through there. Correct? I believe that's how it
Yes,
works.
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and so
then
that's just
Oscar
where the pouch
explained
comes
it
in.
like, Oscar explained it in like a recent video, like why go down when you're trying to like help what's up. Yeah. So like stick it in your lip and then it goes right to your brain.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Instead
Also
of
closer
going
from
down
that
to the
sense as
stomach.
well. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Or-
That does make a lot of sense.
I think you actually brought up a great segue there too, because dude, I saw a video from you guys today that looked awesome. It was like really well produced and like had some good jokes in there and stuff. And so I wanted to pick your brain about that and kind of transition that into the future of the brand. But where are we at today? How are you guys doing today? And what's like the next couple of steps that you have in mind?
that new video is basically like our second or level up version, I would say, like our branding evolution, right? So it's like before, it's like it was 3 dudes in a garage, basically, kind of. I've never used Instagram or TikTok or anything before.
Okay.
Like, hey, let's try to figure this out and start a brand and pay all this fucking money to develop a product.
Yeah.
And learn how to use Shopify and learn how to build a website, Instagram ads. I mean, dude, you name it, right? Oh yeah, and by the way, figure out how to do import, export, and shipping.
Yeah.
With a restricted like product item, and there's things there. There's complications.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, like if we can figure all that out, I guess we can spend a little bit of money on like, branding and like upgrading the brand and bringing it like to another level up. But like still trying to maintain that like fun, vibrant, kind of scrolling through your buddy's Instagram page or calling your buddy or having them on a road trip. Right? It's like, think of all you guys on a road trip, right? All the jokes, all the fun times, all that. But there's still like you have a bone surgeon with you. You know what I mean? Like he'll drop some knowledge on you every once in a while.
Yeah.
Kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
Like,
No, he always does. 100%.
Yeah, right. And so that's like the whole kind of vibe behind the brand is like, we never want to lose that, but we also want to try to get a little bit more professionalism.
Yeah. No, I think
higher quality. I'd say not professionalism, but like a higher quality.
The production value.
How execution on the presentation. Yeah.
Well, and I think professionalism is a weird word because to some people that means kind of corporatism, which means kind of becoming more safe and like taking less risks.
Politically correct.
But not necessarily just instead more so having it look good, having it sound good, having, you know, like we have an idea, let's actually execute that idea, not have it just be like, you know, kind of half-assedly done or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, some of the stuff there's definitely like, oh shit, I need to post something. So let me just like whip something up. I'll figure it out and put it out there, right? And then, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not great. And it's not, so it doesn't add any value to the brand, basically. So it's essentially like that first step of like, oh, we have a product. Oh, people like it. Oh, second, well, first of all, it works. Secondly, people like it. And now, like, we're having people kind of get attached to our brand, right? And what we want to do is start offering kind of more like entertainment value through our social media platforms. Not so much just like, oh, here's an ad.
Yeah, here's a can. Buy a can.
You know, like that's not what we're. Like, they buy this, buy it. Like we don't want to do that anymore, and that's why I think like participating with you guys, participating with the paintball community, participating with like the scooter kids that we have on the Instagram, kind of get more of that like entertainment, and then also the productions that we do ourselves, have them be entertainment and the voice of the brand, and move forward from there. Like I think so there's not just the value of the product, but there's a value of the content that we're putting out too.
Exactly. Well, and I think a brand that standed out and did something really similar in kind of the early days of e-commerce was Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club really became a thing because they had their CEO do like 4 or 5 goofy, funny ads that caught attention, that went viral and actually got their brand out there. Yeah, they made a good product, and that was the beginning. You know, they had to have that, you know, have the shipping in place, have the systems in place, so that way if it does work, then boom, now we can sell stuff. And you know, that was part of their marketing kind of scheme, was doing that very grassroots, like, hey guys, this is us, we sell razors, you want razors? Cool, here's razors. And like, and that works because people like just kind of natural things. Another thing that kind of coincides with this is there's a marketing principle for Red Bull. We don't like Red Bull for a variety of reasons, not just your guys' product, but you know, fucking, we don't like Red Bull. But they have a marketing principle that is just brilliant for them, and it's worked their whole entire time, is that if you look on their social medias, you'll never see a picture of just a Red Bull can. There never once will be just a Red Bull product floating out in space or in a cool location. It'll always be a Red Bull athlete doing something. It'll be people holding cans at a concert. It'll be you know, stuff that inspires a lifestyle that people who want to drink and support the brand of Red Bull, you know, want to live. That's what their marketing is. It's not showing off, hey, it's a 16-ounce can, we made that now, go get it at your retailer. It's, hey, here is 5 of the hottest people you've ever seen having the best time of their life, but they have Red Bull cans in their hands. So like,
and one of them are good flavor we just dropped.
Exactly. There's the summer Caribbean flavor, and it's, you know, but or it's and in Red Bull's case, honestly, a lot of their stuff has been, here's Travis Pastrana jumping out of a helicopter or a plane without a parachute. I was just about to say that. Because he fucking did that, and he had a Red Bull in his hand. And it's like, how many people do you think went out and bought a Red Bull the next day? Not because of the product at all, but because they were just associated with something that was cool and people thought was awesome and entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it goes, you know, there's these things called like smash brands too, right? And that takes a long time to make. But it's like, if you're at the top of the ski slope and you see 2 vending machines, right? And you could almost instantly identify which one is the one that has the Red Bull in it,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, dude, that's just their marketing. They've been around for so long, dude, and them and Liquid Death are probably the two. Liquid Death is the more recent one, and then also like
No, you make a great point there.
Athletic Greens. Yeah, Athletic Greens not so much.
Yeah, no, but I was saying with like Liquid Death and Red Bull, like they both went the way of like, we have kind of a product that other people already have. We need to make it stand out and be different. And they, you know, Liquid Death went their route, Red Bull went their route, but they both worked in the end.
Yeah. Liquid Death went with like water kills people and soda's bad for you.
They went for the pop punk emo crowd. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, let's go very grotesque. Like, water's this clean thing that's supposed to be clean. Let's put blood and shit all over the water and sell water as being cool.
But
now, my wife described Liquid Death the perfect way. Like, somebody saw me buying it at the grocery store, and this dude was like, what the hell is that? And my wife was like, it's sparkling water for men.
Exactly. Yeah. But
like,
definitely.
Good.
Stop drinking this bullshit.
Next time,
water, guys.
next time you're at a grocery store, though, look in the water aisle. Notice how not a single other product on that aisle stands out the way Liquid Death does, because they're the only one that's got a white skull on it. Like, everyone else is a clear plastic blue bottle in different shapes and forms, and that doesn't stand out the way that being completely different like them stand out. And I think that's kind of bringing it back to NECTR. That's what you guys kind of want to go for, is not being the traditional, very safe and, you know, this is us corporate strategy, being a more so we're here to have fun and have a good time and have good content that also kind of represents the brand image that we associate with and want to be at the end of the day.
Yeah, and we like our branding. Like, you look at our logo and how we do puck design. Fucking clean. Yeah. Right? Like, it's clean,
very simple.
It's crisp. It's, you know, no frills. That doesn't tell you, like, you look at some of these other products that are in the same category as us. Some of them just downright look freaking gross. You're like, well, I can, like, black. What's with all this nasty lettering? Like, you did this and you spent time and money on this, bro. Like, like, this looks bad. This looks like a bad product because your brand is bad. Like, but then you look at some of the stuff, like the brains and the flash and that kind of stuff. It's like this cool kind of.
That's why I love this hat, because it's like kind of like, it's a simple hat, but it's got this cool like little pop to it.
Yeah, just subtle, right? So it's like just these subtle, like, and I mean, our website, dude. Everybody told us, "Oh, do a white website," and we're like, "Color's not gonna work." Yeah, right. Don't do that. Like, it might sell better, and we might launch a white one down the road. Right? But for the time being, we're still not going to depart from that, and you know, we're still going to call it a white bag that won't get you fired or thrown in jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're
there's
still
not very many of those.
Yeah,
like,
that is nice.
You know, I just
look at the website right now.
Well, I was going to say, if people haven't checked it out, we talk about it all the time, even down to the URL. Who the fuck else has a .energy URL? That is the first time I've heard of that. It is literally, for people out there who are wondering, NECTR.energy. That is their website. That is where you can head over and get all the information, which I've loved since day one.
A pouch.
Trying
my
to
little
tell.
cursor's a pouch. That is amazing, bro.
Isn't that sick?
Are you guys going to have flash games on there at some point? Like, what's going on?
That is sick.
Hey, bro, we might bring them back on the back end.
Dude, I love that little new ground simulator on the back end. Yeah.
I feel like I could play a game where it's like you gotta like balance, like it's like a guy who's got like stack nectar and like hold him up and just like balancing and stuff. You gotta try not to let it fall over. Like little mini games on
more
here.
and more. That'd be
About
funny.
the one with like a ship where you're shooting pouches out of the ship into like a mouth or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude!
Space Invaders.
Someone
one.
make it. Someone make it. There you go. We put it out
We
there into
need
the
it.
world. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Just
Need somebody that can
little pouches.
program that for us, please.
Yeah. So all right. So cool. So it sounds like, you know, from all the perspectives I talked to you guys about, it sounds like there is plans and, you know, kind of thought processes in place to take this to, you know, the next level. Kind of the last part I wanted to get to it is, let's say 5 years in the future, you know, if everything keeps going in the way that you guys kind of have in mind, what is the vision for NECTR? You know, where is the kind of next 5 years plan going for the company?
Big.
Big?
Yeah, we're going big.
We're going
To the
big.
moon. To the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
We're putting hats on the fucking moon, baby.
Yes,
I
dude.
mean, dude, we opened up Canada. Like, we have different formula ideas. We have like branching even outside of the energy segment of delivery, right?
Mhm.
But there's also other opportunities within the nootropics. Like the nootropic aspect is so untapped, even though there's so many like different nootropic products out there, right? But what happens is these smaller companies that are like our size, they go and they start getting bigger, but then they start diluting actual quality of what they're offering, right? And it's like, yeah, it can come down to a production issue. It can come down to a multiple of things. Mainly the bottom line, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of our things is like, even if it's not me answering customer service or Brett answering customer service or Oscar, like if we ever, like it's always going to have that same sort of vibe. And that's what we always want, right? No matter what. Like we will pay a little bit of extra money to bring you guys better products and maintain that level of quality that we have, right? That we've started on. I mean, we paid a lot of money to get Cognizine. That shit is not cheap.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't think people understand like how that shit is not cheap, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a chemical that they've formulated and trademarked essentially. So they get to charge what they want,
you know?
And yeah,
it works. And it works.
And the proof's in the pudding,
biggest thing, right? It actually works. And for us, it's like we have end of year. We want to have at least 2 more formulas launched. One of them is actually pretty special. We'll send you guys samples of them.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, dude. It's a little bit foreign. It's like a little bit different than like what we're currently having.
Okay.
But don't give away too much.
Yeah, I'm excited. So you can start talking. You've already sold me.
Building the hype. You know, okay. This makes. So I have a question. What is one of the biggest obstacles that you guys came into? You know, going into this style of business. What is the biggest wall that you guys had to climb?
I love the look away.
Damn.
Fuck, it's been a lot, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be one thing. It could be a couple.
We both had, I mean, all 3 of us had, I mean, Brett and I had 2 different businesses before we started this. So we were trying to wrangle 2 businesses and Oscar had a full-time job. So, like, there's that whole aspect of, like, trying to figure all this stuff out late at night. Dude, the learning curve, I would say. The learning curve with still trying to push and get it delivered on time on a schedule that we set for ourselves was super hard. And then, you know, and the biggest thing I would say was dropping the money for that first order.
Okay.
And hoping that it would sell. Hoping that it would get into the fucking country.
Yeah,
like,
just the shipping of it.
We just dropped so much money on all these stupid pouches.
Please, customs, don't fucking take our container.
Is it going to show up on our doorstep? And then once it does, if it does, will it actually sell? Because we've got a lot of money sitting in that back warehouse now. And you know, it's been super freaking cool watching it go from like the first order and then sitting on that for a couple months, and it's starting to just snowball into what it is today. I mean, we're a year into sales. They're in 2 months into sales, and you know, it's been really cool seeing the people who have hopped on board, the people who, you know, we get random emails, hey, fucking love the product, you know, just want to let you guys know that. Like, okay, you're not asking for free stuff, you're just letting us know, like, that's dope.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. But the biggest obstacle I think, was just really learning about how to like get it going, like how, like all of the, that I said about the novel foods in Europe, like how did the manufacturing standards over there, that was a pretty big obstacle. Figuring out what would actually work in an oral pouch versus, because a lot of compounds you need to digest them in order for them to actually be effective.
Because of the chemistry of them.
So,
yeah.
Yep. So figuring that chemistry out, nailing down the formula, and then coming up with something that was legal to manufacture over there and also pass through customs into here. And then also the FDA. I'd say the FDA was probably a big pain in the ass. I got them. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you guys had to deal with the government agency. That's never easy.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, we had to deal with two, customs and FDA.
Yeah.
True.
So,
True.
Now our manufacturer calls us when they have issues with any like agencies or customs or anything. They're like, hey, how did you guys do that? And I'm like, how did we go from
not knowing anything?
People make careers out of these positions, right? And they're calling us to be like, hey, can you look at something for us? I'm like, well,
it's $500 an hour, my friend. The lawyer billing. We can get this done.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Look us up on a couple extra boxes next.
Yeah. Make this worth our while. Yeah. No, that's awesome though. I mean, one of my favorite quotes personally is you don't know what you don't know. And especially when you start any business like this, I had it with Mafia Productions, but I think you guys, this is a perfect one for that. Like when you guys first had the idea of let's put caffeine in a pouch, you probably weren't thinking we need to find specific European Union safe ingredients. But it's somewhere along in the process that became a thing that you had to figure, okay, well, we need to figure out how to do that now. And, so that's why I kind of love the beauty of when you start to, learn all these different things about a subject. And not just the first initial thought of I would like to do that, and actually like, okay, what are the actual steps, the physical things we got to do play by play to make it happen. What did we lose everyone? What's going on? I was like, wait.
Dude, is that me or is it? I think we're lagging right now. I think we're lagging right now.
He's lagging.
You might have been lagging a little bit, Ryan.
Am I lagging?
I thought it was my shitty internet.
I thought it was Brando.
That's fine. The nice part,
they caught us talking about it.
The nice part about when I lag is it doesn't matter at all because I'm the one recording, so I still sound great to the audience. So jokes on you guys.
Yes.
But I essentially I was just talking there mainly about just picking up the things that you couldn't know before you ever jump into a journey. And I'm guessing this one had a lot of moments like that.
Well, I think that's the other thing that still, I think a lot of people struggle with that, is like the fear of risk, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you fear is something, is like worrying about something that hasn't occurred, right? And risk is a subset of that fear, essentially, right? Of the step that you might fall off the edge. And I think, with us, it's more of like, there was a lot of risk that we took with this thing, too. Mm-hmm. And there still is risk that we're taking with it. And, I think for us, it's like always that second guessing, right? Like, is this design cool enough? Is this the right formula? Should we add more? Should we add less? Where should we, what's the price point? Where do we sell? How do we market this? Right? Mm-hmm. Like, just, dude, all those unknowns, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's, you can stack them up against against you. And I think that's why a lot of people end up feeling utterly helpless or dumbfounded that somebody turned, look at some of these, they turn these startups, dude, like that turn into billion-dollar valuation in a couple of years.
Yeah.
And the person's 26.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's also the speed that they move. And that's one thing that I've seen with NECTR. Like, we move fast on it. Like, we set a lot of stuff aside, a lot of family time, a lot of, entertainment, like a lot of stuff. A lot of time was sacrificed and put into this thing in order to get it to market as soon as possible. And, for your audience, like, learning is free. The only thing you have to do nowadays is just spend time doing it. So if you want to go into something, you want to learn about something, dude, it's so much easier now than it has ever been to learn about anything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's pages on Google, there's, freaking YouTube videos for anything. And if you want to start a business, dude, nobody's stopping you. Go out and do it. Just freaking get after it. Spend the time instead of sitting there and leeching on the couch watching Netflix. Like, watch YouTube videos on what you're trying to learn.
Yeah, watching someone else do something cool with their life, right?
Yeah.
Learn how to build like a drop shipping company,
Yeah.
Get in the Hustlers University, that Sigma grind set, bro.
Yeah, man.
You sell the course, bro. You want to
I actually got a referral code for you guys. If you want to learn something from the top G himself, you could use promo code. No, we don't have a Hustlers University promo code. Fuck that.
That'd be insane.
I was gonna say I was waiting for one, dude.
Just cool companies. You guys, Liquid IV, Welts, and I was gonna say too, one of the cool things, we have Liquid IV. They are a bigger corporation at this point, but you guys and Welts are definitely more, ground-based up companies. Companies that were started by just a handful of individuals who are trying to kind of get their names and kind of brands out there, and that's one of the things that we were most proud of with bringing on both you guys and Welts, was kind of that sense of growing together. Of our show is kind of not the biggest show. We got people who tune every week, and we appreciate them. The Mike Ryans, the Christopher Strucks, we love them. But we're also we're not playing the game getting fucking the United or UFC fucking champion of the world on their goddamn show. Fuck them. I'm so upset about that. God damn it, I would have loved to talk Max Holloway. But yeah, so I mean, it's we're growing together, and I think that is one of the cool things between the podcast side and the content side of things, as well as working with companies like yourself and Welts, is kind of seeing the growth that can happen together with both things.
Yeah,
I think it's about adding value both ways, right? And that's like the one thing is we get hit up by people who are like, oh, we can help boost, like, pay me a couple X amount of dollars and I'll do a shout out. And I'm like, have you bought it? Like, what's your buy-in on our end?
Yeah.
Do you use it? Do you enjoy it? Do you like it? Or is this fake? Because people are really starting to get keen to what the fake shit is out there online.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right?
They can tell the fake from when Hatch has a water bottle on the field and downs himself in Liquid IV, which he's done on camera before, which even I wasn't expecting.
I've been shotgun blasted in the face, bro. I've been shotgun blasted in the face by Liquid IV before, and that shit was rough. Thank God I had safety glasses, bro. I would have been blind.
You can't fake brand loyalty like that.
You can't.
Going blind for your favorite hydration multiplier.
So
this dude's committed. That's
absolutely.
That's that BHE, bro.
PHE, Big Hatch Energy. Hell yeah. Bring it back.
It's all about the loyalty, bro. Loyalty in my eyes is such a big thing for me, right? And it's like, when people have your back, dude, I'm always gonna have theirs, and dude, you guys have always had my back, telling me like, yo, you need something, we got you. So you guys have always been there for us, and dude, we seriously appreciate it. I really like the whole product of it. And one thing I also wanted to ask you guys, so what is your guys's did you guys go to like business school? Like, you guys are very well spoken on this. Dude, you guys are fucking blowing my mind on all this shit.
Clovis Education's learning today.
Yes, sir. Amen.
We're literally college dropouts, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, Church of YouTube. That's where I learned a majority of my stuff at. I'm guessing it's kind of similar. Google, YouTube, places like that.
YouTube University, bro. That's the shit.
Yeah. Well, like YouTube Mafia, baby. I was this guy.
Trademarked.
This guy pulled a bunch of his stuff from like digging the depths of Reddit and like finding access to like different white papers and stuff like that.
Yeah, just digging in there.
Yeah. Okay, wait, white papers. Are we reading crypto shit?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, wait, okay, hold up. All right. I knew I liked you guys. All right.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we're kind of like deep down, I mean, we enjoy the learning process of it, right? So it's like, as long as you're learning, I feel like you can move forward. Even if you fail at something, it's like, dude, like, just keep fucking moving.
Yeah.
And not every, like, I don't know, man, life's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, as cliche as it sounds.
So, yeah,
life is hard.
So it's like, if you can kind of arm yourself with practical and learned knowledge, I mean, dude, that's where wisdom comes from, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great.
No, I mean, I think one of the things for me is there seems to be a lot of men in this generation who have this similar trait, but when I get like really into a topic, I become autistic about it and I want to learn every single thing that's out there. And now with the internet, you can do that, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the last week and a half, I've spent more hours than I care to mention learning about CS:GO skins and rare patterns and, you know, what comes from this case and this thing and this thing. Now, I've played CS for years, but I just never knew this side of it, and now I know.
Yeah.
Will it be useful? Probably not, as a majority of my interests tend to be, but at the same time, I could learn it. It's out there, you know. There's literally just blog posts on like, well, the 661 of these particular make and model in a certain wear and fashion can actually achieve about $1 million at auction if the right marketing parties are in. And, like, just all crazy shit that I'm never going to use. But still, it's just kind of cool to learn. And I think that is one of the traits that makes a lot of people successful in this day and age, is just wanting to learn, wanting to grow their knowledge base, even if it is of kind of something kind of dumb. It's just that that repetitive action of like constantly learning and growing with new topics.
Well, you need a break from stuff too, right? Like, so if I fully focus my like ADD like drive, or like the like autistic nature that you just said.
Hey, it's ADHD
like,
in this generation. I get it true.
Like figuring out NECTR stuff, then like I would be brain dead, you know. But that's when like the CS:GO or like the video game or something that's fun and interesting. Yeah, like go veg out, go freaking deep dive into that, because you know the other people who are writing all that stuff are dudes just like you who figured it out and want to share it to some other freaking idiot that's sitting there.
Well, because they're excited as fuck that they learned it, so they're like, hell, I want someone else to learn this. And then you're like, yeah, cool, I now know that. Like, that's just in my brain somewhere. I talk about it all the time.
Internet, bro.
We so had it on our trivia question of the show. Brandon had a question about all the states. One thing that I learned in 4th grade was how to say the states in alphabetical order. That is something that is still in my fucking brain today, and I did it on that show, and I'm not gonna do it here, but it's just one of those things that it's like, that could go away. I don't need to fucking know that anymore. That was a cool party track when I was an elementary schooler, but at the end of the day, that's just kind of how my brain works, and that's why I can't remember where my car keys are at this current moment, but I can still remember the goddamn states in order. God damn it.
Nah, chicks dig it. Chicks dig it at bars.
No, they don't. They don't dig when you don't know what you fucking...
Super smart.
Hell yeah.
Super smart.
Yeah, super autistic. Hey,
like,
come over here, baby.
Because then you jump topics. You just keep jumping topics. And like, hey, what is this guy? Freaking Britannica,
Got back,
bro?
man, this guy's really passionate about geography. I like this guy.
He's really passionate, yeah. You just like,
Geography must be his thing.
God damn. It is kind of funny in this day and age, the way a lot of people just have these very intense interests and focus and, you know, really deep dive into certain subjects.
Absolutely, and I think through the age of the internet, the tree, the branches, and the roots go into so many different directions. You know, you can go look up things about, you know,
Elden
the
Ring.
Ottoman Empire and history, or you could go look at Elden Ring, right? Or you could go look at, you know, just literally anything. The internet is infinite. It's like space, but on the computer.
You sound like...
It's kind of like those guys who go through... Have you seen the guys that go through, like, Wikipedia and just click on the blue links to try to get to somewhere?
That's the best game.
Yes.
Yeah, speedrunning
like,
Wikipedia.
That's the prime example of the internet. Like, you're looking at the Ottoman Empire, and the next thing you know, like 2 days or 3 days down the road, the algorithm's giving you something about Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
how did these even tie together? Dude? Like, how did I get here?
Well,
Yeah,
technically,
dude.
the swords are from the same generation, and that is like the tie-in, and
yeah.
it's like that linked once on one page, so that the algorithm pulls in some weird way.
Dude, I'll YouTube surf, bro. Sometimes I'll be watching Shark Week, and then I end up on like the origin of like how carrots were first grown, and I'm like, bro, what is that? What even is the internet? You know, what is this
I
knowledge?
definitely feel that at times.
My YouTube algorithm is freaking on point, bro.
Oh, you got a good one?
Because I keep messing with it, right? And I'm like, this thing's not gonna pin me down, bro. And then I'm like, well, they kind of serving me everything that I want. So I don't know if they got me or if I'm getting them, dude.
The algorithm, dude.
No, for sure, man.
Keep them guessing.
I wanted to go into this at some point tonight, and I feel like we're coming down off the NECTR side of stuff a little bit. I mean, we gotten a lot of the stuff out of the way. There may be other questions and stuff that we bring up at some point tonight. I know maybe our co-hosts had a couple. They're just co-workers and my friend. They're not friends. That's why I didn't go to Brandon's wedding, because he's a co-worker. That's right.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
That was a sore spot in our life. All right, Brandon, we wanted to be there. Okay, fuck Tom Cole, fuck the NXL.
I tried.
But no, I was gonna go. So my question for everyone tonight: have you guys ever done something as a teenager that you look back on now and you're like, wow, I was a piece of shit?
For sure.
You guys ever had that moment?
Absolutely, probably double digit of those.
Brando, Jared, Brett, anyone?
Yeah.
A couple of those?
I got a couple of them.
So the other day, it popped into my head that I have in fact egged someone's house at one point in time in my life. And I completely, this is one of those stories that, like, until you remember it, you literally completely forgot it. Like the type of thing where it's just that black hole in time, and then you see one thing that brings up a thread of the story and it brings it all back. I don't know why we did this, but we were hanging out one night. It was high school year. I think we were seniors at this point, so we had cars. People could get around. There was some freedom going on, and we were all hanging out at someone's house. It was around 11:30 at night. One of our boys shows up out of nowhere. Like, we didn't call him, we didn't text him. He shows up out of nowhere. We're like, that's kind of weird. But he rushes into the house. It's a good thing we're at, like, one of our friends' houses where it's chill, like, so no parents are woken up or anything, so we're cool. They come in, they start talking. He's like, dude, my fucking, like, he had just broken up with this girl. There was some weird drama going on in there. I didn't even know the whole story, but what I was picking up from this was his newly ex-girlfriend is staying the night at some dude's house right now. Like, it is going down at the moment that, like, their parents are there, but they snuck in or something. How he knows this, I have no fucking clue, but this is the information I'm getting as a 17-year-old. And when you hear, and when you hear that your boy, when his ex is getting with some other dude across town,
you get
in the fucking truck. And where do you go? You go to Winco at goddamn 2 o'clock in the morning. And at Winco, you pick up 5-6 dozen eggs. All right. And so you have all of those and you bring them out to the truck. Now, we were smart. We had a junior ROCC leadership member with us, so he devised a game plan for us. All right. Shout out. We're going to call him D. All right. D is going to be our code word for this man, because he did some great things that night that we want to give him credit for. D came up with a plan that we had 3 vehicles. We had 2 cars and we had a truck. What the truck allowed us to do was allowed us to have a quick get out, so people would be able to get closer to the home. Once we started making noise, they would be able to jump back into the truck. We would have a quick and clean getaway without having to open car doors, jump in, just do all this shit. And so we planned out 1 car. You're gonna go in first. You're gonna wait. The truck is gonna pull up. We're gonna honk once. That's when everyone's gonna start throwing. The first car is gonna go for all the for his car. They like figured out which car was his in the driveway and not the parents, because again, this is weird. Even though we're about to egg someone's house, we still were like, man, we don't want to fuck up the parents' cars. I don't know why we had that thought, but a side of us was still like,
you guys have standards.
Yeah, like, fuck the dude, fuck the girl, but like, the parents are innocent. They're civilians in this whole mess. So
sleeping, bro.
Exactly.
They're not fucking her.
They weren't sleeping for long. They weren't sleeping for long because we pull up. The first car, their job was to get the car. The second car, their job was to get the other car, and then we were gonna focus on the house. So we had pallets with us, and we were gonna go up. It was a lot of people there that night, and when he rolled up, he had some guys with him too. It was the whole thing. There was probably about 8 or 9 guys doing this whole entire thing. That's why we bought 5 of the 6 dozen stacks of eggs. We were getting ready. We kept yelling out that our mom was gonna make cookies. I don't know why. That was just the joke we kept making at Winco. We were like, yeah, we need eggs so our mom can make cookies. Again, we're 17-year-olds. This is the type of shit that you joke about, because you're like, damn, maybe they won't know we're gonna go egg a house because we're buying eggs at 11 o'clock at night in vast quantities. But so
hungry boys.
We get to the house. I didn't say our job was to go closer, but there was one special mission, one special soldier, and that was D. D wanted the job of going up to their door and just ringing the doorbell a couple times, just essentially making sure the whole house was awake, so that the way these two would get caught in essentially the act of sneaking over to someone's house when they shouldn't have been there. That was kind of the formulation of the plan.
Sabotage.
Exactly. And this was justice in some way, shape, or form in our 17-year-old heads, because fucking we're idiots.
Still justice in my 26-year-old head.
Fair. But so we jump up there, me and I know his name. Let's say Y.
Is this B a different guy?
No, this is Y, because I was gonna say another letter, but that's literally just the first letter of his name, and I shouldn't say that. But Y, me and Y go up with D. D. This kid was crazy. He literally took off his shirt and like tied it like a mask around his head and shit, like in case there was cameras. I was a little concerned that D might be a serial killer, but that's I haven't heard anything of that yet, and so no harm, no foul. But so D goes up there. It probably wasn't. Now that I'm like thinking about it, he's probably done this before. But Definitely. He runs up there. We, plan goes into action. We roll up on the house. We jump out. He runs up to the door. We're just pelting garage doors, windows. We're just throwing eggs. We have so many eggs. We don't even throw about half of them because it's like
that's
30 seconds in.
That's
you're like, okay, we gotta go. We can't keep throwing eggs. And so we ended up having a lot left over. But yeah, so we go clean. We get out of there. We have a good timing. We have a good plan. The execution happens. We had the single honk. It was great. We get out of there. D gets back into the truck. Literally, it was like a mission out of COD because I was in the back at this point. I jumped in before him because I didn't go all the way down to the house. He literally was running as like our dude started to hit the accelerator and just jumped into the back of the truck. I guarantee you he felt like a badass, because I know I would have in that moment. So we get away clean. 5 minutes later, the dude gets a call from the girl. She fucking loses her shit. She is absolutely yelling because you could tell she just got yelled at for a dude being over there who shouldn't have been, us, that her parents getting woken up. All hell is breaking loose. What I never exactly, like, it's just a horrible night altogether. Parents are very upset. She loses her mind on the ex, who obviously she could put two and two together. Who the fuck would egg me right now? Well, it's probably the dude who is jealous that I'm with another guy. And so that was when my group, my kind of side of it, who got dragged into this, were like, all right, man, have a good one. Like, we were never here. And so we get back in the truck and we fucking book it back over to D's house. And I ended up staying the night there. I did get a call about 30 minutes later from my own family members and parents who were like, it is fucking 2 a.m. Where the fuck are you? You think you're a senior and you're a badass and all this, but you should be home right now. And I was like, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. We were watching a movie. My bad. I'll come home in the morning,
We're making cookies.
We're making cookies. Exactly, 100%. But yeah, so that was a story that I haven't thought of in maybe 6 or 7 years, but I thought of the other day and I was just like, wow, yeah, we're pieces of shit. That was a horrible thing for those parents to have to clean up and deal with, because that's who did. That's who did.
Dude, you really reminded me of my childhood, bro, without a doubt. Before I found paintball, bro, I was a troublemaker. So if anybody else, what's up, Brett? You guys got something? What's up?
I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations is about 5 years on vandalism. So I mean, it's been past that. We should be good.
Mine was definitely pretty bad for sure.
Jesus Christ.
So
one thing, we went into the middle of Clovis High and painted some SWAT stickers. All right, it was different down in my time.
I remember so this is when I was in 8th grade. This is the summer going into freshman year, right? So this is before I had paintball. One thing about Clovis where I am, everybody's fucking redneck, right? So what is the thing that every redneck fucking wears no matter what? Camo, right?
Hell yeah.
So it is 1 a.m. and we are ding dong ditching, and we are trying to hide right in plain sight by using these camo blankets, by like going in the bushes and just like whoop, like throwing the blanket over our head, like throwing the blanket over our head, just hiding there.
Do you guys think you were fucking John Cena? You're like, can't see me.
Well, dude, because it works. Because the thing is, the people would come out, and the thing is, we would get people like multiple times in a row. We would wait like 10 minutes and then go do it again to the same house. So people get pissed, right? So, and this one guy, I ain't gonna use letters, I'll use his first name, but his name was Bailey. This motherfucker's name was Bailey. And I remember he was like, oh, dude, this guy, bro, one time he yelled at my little sister, so we're gonna go ding dong ditch him. So we're ding dong ditching him, we're hiding. And he the second time he walks up to kind of like the middle of their yard, grabs this like crystal orb that's like in the center of like this. It's like a frog, like holding up this crystal orb, right?
It's like some weird lawn decorment or something.
Yes, right. So he's like, "Fuck
I
it."
don't know, the frog.
Yes, and so we're like this, like hiding blankets like over our heads, like hiding in the bushes, right? Because it's his turn to go do it. He goes, "Fuck it," grabs this crystal orb, fucking shock puts that shit straight into the door, bro. Smashes one of the panels in to the door, and we are just like, oh my god, because it was so loud. He jumps back into the blanket. We're like, there's like 3 of us in this blanket right now, right? We're like freaking out. And the guy is like getting out, like freaking the fuck out, like looking back and forth. And we're just in the bushes with a blanket over us. He gets in his fucking truck. And he's like, I'm gonna find these motherfuckers. And he gets in his truck. He's like driving around the whole neighborhood, like trying to find us. And I don't know about you guys, but when you guys are playing hide and seek, you get that fucking urge to piss.
Yeah.
Bro, that one was, those plants were definitely getting water for sure.
Yeah. You're just hiding in there fucking for your life, essentially. No, I love that.
Definitely.
It started out.
It was terrifying.
It started out as a childhood prank and ended in some light breaking and entering. So we love that.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't enter, so
you just broke.
I'm not even the one who threw it. I was just a hider. I was just the hider for that one.
You were the getaway driver.
Doorbells, but I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So.
You just witnessed it. That's it, bro.
Exactly.
I will say we did DoorDash on my stuff real quick. We did doorbell ditch a little bit, but when we were a senior, that's when rings started to come around. So I remember there was one night that we went out to do it, and like 3 houses in a row, we like ran up to them, and like instantly you just look up and there's a camera, and I would be like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like they already know we're coming. They have us on camera. There was one time my boy Joe, the guy who drove that truck in the aforementioned other time, he wasn't involved in anything else. He just drove the truck, you know? He's innocent.
Joe.
Just a driver.
Yeah, Joe's just a driver. And actually Joe was the innocent out of all of us. So salute Joe. Joe's a great guy.
Clean, bro.
He had another beautiful pickup in that too. He loved that truck, but he would like swing by. We just all jump into the bed and run around. There was some other stories in that truck that I'm not going to talk about on a recorded public podcast, but those are the ones that we can talk about on a public recorded podcast.
Yeah, that
let me hear it.
Nope, those aren't coming out. Those aren't.
Now?
There are some that will never. I mean, maybe a couple years more in the future eventually, but yeah, for right now, definitely not.
What's up, Brando? You got something, or were you a goody two shoes? Went to bed at 8 o'clock.
I mean,
I feel like your dad would be disappointed if you didn't do anything bad.
No, yeah, my dad, yeah.
Be like, you're a fucking Iron Man, goddammit, do some shit.
No, just the worst. I was an accomplice to a robbery, which I did not know at the time.
What?
It wasn't until years down the road. I don't know if I told it on the show early on or not, but yeah, I remember.
You're coming in hot over here.
That is a big one.
I was a kid.
I think mine was like vandalism at the most, but okay, so Grand Theft Auto.
Let me explain.
All right, who knew I was the best
to a double homicide?
God damn, all right.
Get anything I was going to share them. Wait, man. I swear. I was supposed to.
Dude, in the court of law, you can't use podcasts. It's in the court of law, bro.
No, it is not. Good luck with that, Hatch. All right, but Brandon, here, I'll let you tell your story because I kind of want to hear this stuff.
No. It was I was riding a bike with a friend of mine, a neighborhood friend. We had like this 5-block radius that we would drive around with other friends and stuff, you know. And him and I are
that was your turf, as you called it.
Yeah,
yep,
exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly, our turf. Our stomping grounds. We're riding through this park, and this kid comes riding up hard on us, in front of us, and like, he's like, hey. He just stops us. We're like, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey, he's out of breath. Hey, my friend just got taken by security over at our apartment. Can you come and help grab his bike and his bag? They won't let him go. And we're like, I mean, why?
Do you know this kid? Do you know this kid? Is this like a random neighbor?
No clue.
Random, not even like
random
not even like a schoolmate. Like
hey,
some guy you've seen
no.
before.
Just met you. You gonna break me out of prison?
random kid, and he
kids
just
ask
needs
a
help.
lot, man.
Car over there. We need to go get it.
Dude, well, he's just like, I just need help going to grab his bike and his bag. That's it. He can't grab it with. He had a backpack and his own bike and stuff, and we're like, maybe okay, I guess. And he's like, yeah, he has some games in his bag. I'll give you some or whatever. We're like, okay, we're sold.
Payment for a good deed? Oh, yes,
payment,
please.
absolutely.
Coin.
Yeah, and so we follow him into the the apartments across the street, get into the gate, and like we walked into it's a ground floor, walk into like this corner of this apartment complex. I see that there's a bike laid down right in front of the door, but the door it's kicked in, right? It's not right. The frame's a little broken. It doesn't look right.
Was this the first warning sign?
What do I know? I'm a kid. What do I know? You know,
Okay.
He said, I'm going for my goddamn video game.
It was like marrying Michelle. You ignored red flags.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, she'll accept it. So it's broken, and I don't see a bag next to the bike. And my friend asked, like, is this it? He goes, oh, the bag's inside. I got to go grab it.
Oh.
And he's like, hey, can you come and help? To my friend, and he told me to like stay out here, look for the security if he brings his friend back.
Look out.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
That's called
fine.
being an
I can
accomplice.
do that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I can do that. Whatever. So I did. I did my job. All right.
Your duty.
I did my job.
Your duty.
My duty. Yeah. I served.
You served? Yeah, you served.
Went in and like they were gone for like 5 or 10 minutes, and it came back with 2 backpacks. My friend had one on, and then the other kid had another backpack, and he grabbed his friend's bike, and we walked out. We rushed out, and then we rode back on the other side of the park. And he goes, "Hey, thanks, guys!" And like he whips his backpack, the extra backpack that he had, around, opens it. It was a PS2 and like several games. He goes, "Here you go!" Like just hands us the whole backpack. He goes, "Thanks, man. I'll get my friend back later." And like grabs his friend's bike with the 2 other backpacks and just off he goes. And we're like, "Hey, can I get a game or 2?" Like my friend kept the PS2 because I guess he went in. I don't know, but yeah,
That makes sense. That's high risk.
I was gonna say,
That's high risk.
what questions did your friend's parents have when their son just came home with a brand new gaming console?
you know.
In a
What'd you get that new
JanSport,
backpack
you know,
with that new
like,
PlayStation
Yeah.
Look,
and all these games.
English wasn't their first language, so
okay, all right. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of things missed going on in your
They
childhood.
probably told him, "Good job, dude."
Like to say
There's a lot of
that
stuff.
was not any of us here on the FTS podcast.
No statute of limitations. That was almost 2 decades ago. So thank you very much.
2 decades.
So I'm
Wow.
free.
Okay,
I'm
so
free to
you were young during this. That was like
Almost
8,
shit.
7,
I
8,
was
9.
a young kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Okay, so you
PlayStation
didn't
2,
know
that
any
should have
better.
given you a ballpark with the PlayStation 2. Once you said
Your
PlayStation 2,
friend just go pick up his PS2 that he let the kid borrow, and it was having
That's
a
it,
hard
yeah.
time getting a hold of him. That's it.
Yeah. So he had to forcibly go and grab it.
where did the PlayStation 2, like, whose PlayStation 2 originally was that? Was that the security guards?
Hatch, I don't think you're understanding. Brandon was witness to
my
2
friend's
kids
PS2.
robbing a random home. I think that's what you're
Yeah,
not picking up.
literally.
That is what we're describing here.
'Cause I'm just like, where the fuck is the security guy at? Like,
That was a story. That was a make-up lie. Okay, Hatch
Yeah,
missed
he
the
was
whole entire
Interrogating
story.
the other friend. He was waterboarding the other friend, making sure where the hell his other guy
Waterboarding
is.
him.
You know?
I have a feeling the
that's-
security guy didn't exist in the first place. That's what I'm starting to think internally.
yeah.
I don't know. There was an extra bike.
Is it like an apartment complex?
Yeah.
Okay, that
Completely
makes
apartment
more
complex.
sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like a house or like you were going to like a place like like a business building, and he just fucking got stopped.
I know Brandon's white, but like he wasn't like rich white. He came from like poor white, so he's still apartment complex type. Like, you know, yeah. He's not like country club and like playing polo on the weekends. That's not his type of white. No. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Grew up in a hood.
Yeah, working class. I mean, he still lives in the 209. You know, that should say a lot about him. Married a fucking Latina. All right. What more do you want me to say? This man is ghetto. All right. He is not a traditional white. Okay.
Amen.
I'm a poser. That's it.
Yeah, that's why he cuts into people daily. He loves it.
Yes.
I swear, we're gonna get your license revoked. That's like the culmination of the show. It's just getting the medical board to come in and be like, no, you can no longer be a surgeon.
Or we could have like the FBI get him looked at to be like the next Dexter or something. You know what I'm saying?
That would be a great prank. We killed him one week, but the next week we get him locked up. That would be great, dude.
Okay.
I feel like our audience wouldn't like us anymore.
Brandon's in like an orange jumpsuit, and we're like on the other side of the glass. We're like, oh, dude, it's just a prank.
Brandon, all you gotta do is just order some weed in the mail, bro. That's all you gotta do. We can do this real simple. We can get you 60 days in a federal penitentiary. This would be nice and quick. It'd be great for the show. We'd get so much content out of it. You could meet a big guy named Snow who would help you out during your whole entire journey along the way. Oh, this is beautiful. I like the Brandon goes to prison idea. This is great.
Honestly, Brando,
Do I hear a book?
I feel like that's what's coming.
I had a book about it too.
I think maybe.
Brandon, get on, start ordering some drugs.
Brando, you'd be the kind of guy where if you were in prison for 60 days, you'd be like, we rescue you out, and you're like completely different. Like, dude, I can't come back out to the normal world, bro. Like,
no, it's 60
in.
days. It's 60 days, bro. It's not that long.
He comes out with like stick and poke tats and he's fucking ripped.
What do you think he's gonna be like guarding his food? Fucking like, like get away from me.
He can't even eat Chipotle anymore. He only eats like fucking Dorito bag crushed ramen.
He eats fucking what are those chips? The whole shebang. He eats the whole shebang chips, and he eats Bush Creek chili.
That's
These
it.
are all real
together.
prison item foods. Don't ask how the fuck I know about it.
Nah, you're good, dude.
Yeah, you're on a podcast and it's recording, so you know.
It's recording.
Out there, bro.
Hey, like we mentioned earlier, the internet. You can learn anything on the internet, all right? They don't need to know,
Yeah. Not first world experience.
Oh, yeah, 100%. No, yeah, never firsthand. Yeah.
Never firsthand. Always someone else's experience, for sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that whole story, the Aiken story was actually like a friend group of mine. I was never there. That was actually like, those some kids I knew, they did that one night and told me about it.
Bro, I was just a witness. I swear. I'm an accomplice, okay?
Officer.
Yeah. My robbery I actually read in a book. So we're good.
Wait, what?
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're good.
Great,
okay.
Great cover,
Great storytelling.
Yeah, dude, great. Felt like I lived it.
Got it from a Reddit. I feel
That
like
would- if I
ChatGPT
was-
made that one for him, though, bro.
Dude, Brandon just pulled the OJ Simpson. He's like, if I did do it, this is what I would do.
This is
Do you guys know that, right? OJ wrote a fucking book that said, if I did
If I
do
got
it.
away with murder or something like that.
Yeah, it was
something
literally
like that.
like well, if I did do it, I would do it like this. And yeah, that was a book that he wrote, and he wasn't arrested. Okay, that's a crazy story.
Motherfucker's crazy. How do you do that?
Yeah, motherfucker's dead. Rest in
That's
peace.
good, man.
Whatever.
That's good, dude.
Salute OJ Simpson. We
Okay.
salute OJ Simpson.
Absolutely, bro.
We salute all the dead on this show, Brandon, including you.
Guy paved the way for
You're right.
so some people could walk.
yeah.
So
He ran for like 10,000 cards. 10,000 yards. Yeah.
It was
that's
close.
right.
It was close. You're almost there.
It's good enough for me.
Well, Brandon and Hatch, we'll let you guys have the floor with our guest for a quick second. I know maybe one of you guys had something ready to go. We're getting towards the end of our show tonight. Don't want to spoil it for the audience too much.
All right. Do you boys think you two could handle 2v2
Here it comes.
versus a full-grown Komodo dragon? You guys got one each.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. We haven't had a Komodo dragon before.
Yeah, all fucking day, bro. Yeah.
I like that shit, dude. The thing is with the Komodo dragon,
that
dude,
dragon up.
you get grazed by a tooth, bro, you're dead.
I was gonna say, aren't they
But
like
it
very
takes a long
poisonous?
time, man. Come on, bro.
Dude,
There's antibodies for that. Do I get a tool or is it just mano y mano? Yeah.
Mano y mano.
Yeah, game over. Yeah, I'd still take it. That Komodo dragon's skin's hanging up on next to no.
I like that. I like
Nice,
that.
okay.
My strategy would be if it was me and Brando doing it, like we'd be like divide and conquer, and then at the snap of his finger, I go after his, and I get his Komodo dragons back, and then he gets my Komodo dragons back, and then he's like fucking holding it up by the neck. You know?
Well, that is the reptile
You know what they
move.
say about
As
twins is like one's an insurance policy. So it's like we
Yes.
just got a Rochambeau for which one's gonna fit. Yeah,
You guys, yeah. There's technically-
dude, like which one's faster right now. Where you feel like you can dodge the head, like okay, I'll grab the tail and strangle it with his tail, bro. Like
Oh.
you know
Which one's mom's favorite? Let's see.
yeah.
Oh,
Say mom's favorite.
I was gonna say, depending on how you look at it, there's an extra Jared or there's an extra Brett. We just don't know, you know. It's like whoever's perspective it is.
I mean, shit, we don't even know which one we are. Like, look at us and switch her. Like, he could be Brett, I could be Jared.
Yeah, maybe at birth, you know, it was like a switch up somewhere along the line. Or I have seen some videos of that where like a kid comes into a room and the parents like, wait, which one are you? Like, you're one of the twins. Which one are you? And they're like, I'm this one. I've seen that a couple times on TikTok. But all right, so
So you guys are easily clapping the Komodo dragon for sure.
Yeah, all day, man.
Okay, hell yeah.
What's the? Is it the? It's like GIGA, I want to say, or something like
Gila
that.
monster?
Gila monster.
Gila
Yeah.
monster. Yeah.
Isn't that one a little bit more
I think
vicious?
it's
I feel like
pronounced,
because
I
that's
think it's
bigger as
pronounced
well.
like an H, but like Jose, like Gila monster, I think.
Gila monster.
As you see, I'm white. I'm
Super
uncultured.
venomous.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that's where Ozempic comes from?
No way. Is that true? Actually?
From their venom? Crazy
No
fact of
fucking
the
way.
day, boys.
No way. We just
That's
binked
fun
that
advice.
out of nowhere.
That's your tagline, guys. That's your clickbait.
Dude, holy shit. Gila monster thumbnail.
Gila monster.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. Yes.
How does this animal make people skinny or some shit like that? We gotta find some clickbait around that.
Yes.
Something
dude.
with the way that their venom attacks tissue and your cells when they bite you starts deteriorating your tissue, so they just take that and then dilute it down so that when you inject it as Ozempic, it starts just eating all your fat cells. Ozempic's actually super bad for you. You know?
Yeah. Well, Ozempic. I mean, the part that's really fucked up for you is how it alters brain chemistry a lot. It can really kind of completely change how a person's kind of like
The way they are, their attitude,
compulsions
everything.
and addictions are. Like, you know, there's been people who've gotten on it for weight type stuff, but then they've realized like, I don't gamble anymore. Like I used to do that every day, but I just don't feel the need to anymore because I started taking it. So shit to me like that's the weird stuff from it.
The other thing too is like there's a correlation between that and pregnancy increases.
I actually have heard that one for sure. I definitely have heard that one. Where it makes
Increases or
it increases
Well,
their odds.
because they're fit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Skinnier,
Mhm.
so they
Just more healthier in general.
Their self-confidence goes through the roof a little
Absolutely,
bit more,
dude.
right?
They're pheromones, dude.
Wait, are you telling me
I
that
thought it just made it more
attractive
fertile.
people fuck more? That's crazy. I've never heard that stat before. That's ridiculous.
I would have thought the fertile thing, but I guess since they're fit, that makes sense. Too. Yeah, I think it's literally just a self-confidence and fit, right?
Well,
Like,
and
you look
being more
fit.
healthy in general.
Okay.
That's a thing too. You know,
Yeah,
just all
definitely.
your cardiovascular system, everything's being better in general. But
Well, dude, like when you, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys like try to bulk up or like lift weights or anything like that, but like when you start getting up there in weight outside of what like your body's kind of built for, dude, it's a lot to carry around, bro. And when you start dropping back down into like your body's optimal range, dude, you feel so much better. You're like, dude, I can go all day,
yeah,
right? That
Well-
and sleep, like.
it's kind of funny. My thing on the other side of like the getting bigger stuff is how much it also makes all of those muscles really have to work. Like, you know, people talk about Colt Lucal. Colt's actually probably one of the strongest people in the pro league. Well, because he has to carry around an extra 150, 120 pounds every single day compared to some of these other guys. Naturally, over time, you're just going to build more muscle fibers and, you know, certain parts of your body are going to be used more just because of that. And credit to Cole. I got to give him a huge shout out. He's dropped 30 pounds in the last month alone. He, you know, every time he
Absolutely.
posts a picture of a
Oh,
scale,
yeah,
it's
nice.
going down. So
Inspiring for sure.
fuck yeah, shout out to him. But you know, when he is, you know, let's say 250 even, damn man, like now
He's gonna be
that's-
a dude.
it's a
He
whole
already is a
person he
beast.
took off his back.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Check
He's
out
gonna
his
be
calves.
nasty.
Check out his calves.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they're
The
fucking
calves.
huge.
The calves on people who are carrying a bunch of extra weight. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's some fucking. Those are like some of the medieval things, right?
I was gonna say, meanwhile,
They
every
shove those
bodybuilder
fucking
ever
calves
is like,
in.
I just want bigger calves. Like, I just can't grow my fucking calves. And then, yeah, they look over and they're jealous.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. What
Damn,
other
that
animal do you
hurts,
want to take on, Hatch?
Oh shit,
It's
dude.
usually only one or two an episode. I mean, that's.
No, let me think.
he
Let
had
me
to
think.
get
Let me
in
think of one
his
real quick.
kimono.
There's two of them.
Yeah, there's two
Let
of
them get another one in. Yeah.
All right. Do you guys think?
Are we gonna do the grizzly? Do like a chimpanzee
Nah, you
throwback?
guys-
What do we?
Grizzly? These guys are fucked if it's a grizzly.
Yeah, 2
I'll
on 2
answer
versus the
that
grizzly.
one.
That's a paintball team question. That's not a
That's a whole
2v2.
team question. Do you guys think you guys could realistically take down 2v1 like a large timber wolf?
Yeah, I don't know because those are pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
I think people underestimate.
Just one wolf or
Just
one like
one wolf and two of you.
I will say,
Dude, aren't those things like 150 pounds easy?
but the
Like, that's
strength
a
of the
light
wolf
day.
is
Look
within
up
the
the-
pack. So if you get one solo, I think that actually goes back towards you because that's not how they fight. You know, they get in there,
Yeah.
get a couple licks in, and then have their pack come and like distract. So
Brandon, look up the stats. Look up the stats on a timber wolf.
I'm looking up.
They're
I'm
pretty
looking at
risk averse too, man.
I think the dragons might present more of a challenge than a wolf.
that's such a funny statement
Really?
you just said.
You think
Like,
that?
Just think about a wolf, right? They don't have the dude. The dragon's got the freaking claws, man, and that
Yep.
they will shred you. If you see
Absolutely.
people handle like the small little monitor lizards, dude, those things have their claws are razor blades, man.
Yeah.
I was like walking around with one at the reptile store, and the freaking thing ripped my shirt, dude. Like it was nothing. Like it was like ripping the freaking Charmin sheets, dude.
It's
You
just
know,
trying to get in
like,
there.
the
Yeah.
perforations on it, dude. It's just
Holy shit,
yeah.
dude.
And, like, I mean, I think Moto is. Yeah. There's two of us. The only problem is if you start fucking the wolf up and then the pack pulls in.
Yeah, like because you're gonna call for backup.
Yeah, you're picking-
I'm talking.
you're picking
Wolf
up.
got no backup. He's a lone wolf. Wolf has no backup. Just you. And it's just versus you two. In the
Yeah, I think
woods.
it's getting over.
Yeah, in the woods, because then you just pick up a rock and just throw it.
You have to catch it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Might run us to death.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. Dude, holy
constantly
shit.
moving. Well,
You know,
actually,
I've seen the Gray. I've seen that movie. It
yeah, I
pretty
was gonna say
fucking
that's where the humans win. We win in endurance. You know,
I was just about to
we
say
can
that.
catch a cheetah, but over 10 miles, not over a single, couple hundred feet.
Yeah, like the humans in Africa, they freaking ran their prey to death.
Yeah. Now it's
They
like, I
chase
mean,
it.
fuck, dude. I mean,
Now they
I
run
would like to
marathons.
Even Ozempic will save you from that one, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
Ozempic saves you from wolves. Proven. Proven. But
They
So-
Gila monster.
is that gonna be
Okay,
the new
so-
side effect they have to disclose?
yeah, they like,
Like on the-
stop
yeah.
from wolves. So what's up? You guys think the wolf would be harder than the Komodo dragons?
I think 2 Komodo dragons would probably be harder than the wolf.
Yeah.
Because you think about where you're fighting the Komodos also. You're fighting like on sand, like an island,
Yep.
because my first thought would be like grab it and try to drown it. I don't know how long hold their breath for. But then
Okay.
there's 2 of them. And there's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Humans are pretty resourceful.
The hard part is you're just
And
like you lose your
gotta
footing,
accept
bro,
you're
on
gonna
that
get
sand.
bit.
Yes,
Huh?
exactly right. If you have to accept that you're gonna get bit, and when you're on sand, dude, you lose your footing, bro.
Yeah.
That is like
Well, that's
a
why
trip fest.
let it bite you, so then you have it like this, and then just
Oh,
rip
shit.
that fucker's jaws apart.
Yeah,
Fucking
because
King
that
Kong
thing,
that
like,
bitch.
Yeah, King Kong. it,
Yeah,
you
because
know.
like a lot of them, like they'll have opposite muscles, right? Because
Mhm.
it's like singular function mechanisms, right?
Gotcha.
Dude,
Okay.
Steve
Yeah,
Irwin is
open
coming
their
in clutch
mouth.
right now.
Yeah.
Yep. All you gotta do is get on its back, fucking pinch that bitch shut, and you're fine. Get some duct
Yep.
tape. You can tape it closed.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
God
and then
damn.
poke its eyes a couple times so then it can't see you. You know?
Yeah, and then it gets
Yeah.
pissed
Holy
off,
fuck,
and then and then a stingray comes out of nowhere and kills you.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Damn it!
Rest in peace.
Fucking coconut, bro.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. But
Might even pull Mike Tyson and bite his fucking ear, dude.
Tyson, fucking lizard, I'm dead, dude. I would definitely do that to the wolf, bro.
This is me or
I would
you,
definitely-
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Love that.
Absolutely, dude. When it's life and death, dude, I'm using everything in my fucking arsenal, bro. Like,
Yeah. Dude, I mean, that's the thing, man. You've heard stories of those moms flipping their car back over when their kid, like, they get in a rollover and their kid's in the car.
Yeah.
Dude, they flip
Mom
that shit
freaking lifts the
themselves.
car over.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's
They
crazy,
just
man.
deadlift
Like, we've been
1,500
in a
pounds real quick.
rollover.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I mean, we've been in a rollover and we were in high school and my little brother, I don't know, it was like 130 pounds at the time maybe, but the way the truck landed was on the passenger side down, right? So it was like, the truck's like this, passenger side's along the dirt, driver's here.
Gotcha.
So I kicked the door open out of the passenger side, jumped up, opened up the back door of the truck, somehow got my little brother unbuckled and thrown up onto the top of the bank in like a blink of an eye. Yeah,
Jesus.
right? And I don't even really remember doing it, but it's like, first of all, a car door is freaking heavy when you're like trying to push the thing up against the
the weight of a car door for sure. That's at least
yeah, and then
40 pounds.
like one-handing 120 pounds of a freaking kid, and then tucking him up onto the culvert, top of the culvert.
Yeah,
so
like 7-8 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
now
he was like, looked at me. He was like, dude, what? How did I get here?
now when he asked you that, did you make sure you weren't shooting webs? Like just
oh,
you know,
shit.
I just want to be
Oh,
sure that
oh,
you turn into Spider-Man. Yeah, you're just trying to like
Up,
go
and
web,
away,
go
web.
Yeah, dude. That's from the chat. I didn't see any kryptonite. I didn't see nothing.
ah,
I didn't see no little lasso, Superwoman, nothing. Oh, no.
Damn, bro.
It was some weird shit though, dude. So it's like,
Well, no, but
I
that's
was
all.
more scared that
That's
my
that.
parents were gonna beat our ass in a car accident with my little
Yeah.
brother.
You're like, you better fucking be alive so I can kill you later.
Yeah. I was like, Brett's insurance. I can get it off us. Let's tuck him out of the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, holy shit.
No, well, I was just
Damn,
saying, like,
dude.
that's just that whole, like, adrenaline can do crazy things. Like, it just, when, I mean, taking it to other things, people talk about, like, in war, not even feeling getting shot because it's like, I have the job to do and my adrenaline is now just dumping into my veins. And then 20 minutes later, they're like, oh shit, I should get myself some help because this is not gonna be good. But in the moment, you don't feel anything. You become very, a lot of endurance, a lot of energy, a lot of that strength. But then when it's over, it's fucking over, and you are just done.
It's a train crash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because the thing is, your
that's
body's going into, like, it doesn't know if your body's going to ever return. It's like your body's like, am I going to die right now? Like, I have to dump all of my energy right now,
Dump some DMT
Oh,
too.
boys. Yeah. Yeah, the mitochondria is like, fuck out there.
Powerhouse the cell.
Powerhouse of the cell. Fuck
Your adrenal glands like,
yeah.
Let's
Like,
hit
hit that shit again. Let me hit that shit.
And then when you get really close to the end, that's when your brain's finally like, all right, here's some DMT, kid. Have fun.
Yeah.
And then,
Have a good trip.
and then you
Yeah.
meet God, and then yeah.
hey, yo, you need to sleep, bro.
Goddamn.
Yeah, no, I mean it is crazy how all the stuff that the human body can get through. Brandon, what you guys got anything else on your plate? I know Hatch went in there with his his animal fighting.
our tentpole topic. I just want to know, like, how long were you guys testing different formulas for NECTR before you began to sell or came across what we have now?
That's a good question.
Timeline? I'd say.
I mean,
So from like initial research of like compounds that would work in the oral pouch to like buying bulk supplements or bulk compounds
and then trying to figure out how to actually like, because we didn't have like a pouch machine. Like the first iterations of the pouches were just tea bags that we would just fucking get like the micro measuring cups and milligrams and shit, and just random compounds and put them into the tea bag.
No
Get
shit.
like monk fruit sweetener and shit and put it in there with it.
No way.
I'd say probably like 4 months, 5 months of
Really?
messing
That's
around
actually,
with different,
That's-
messing around with different
Sure.
compounds and different iterations of it. And Garrett was, it's funny because Garrett was like, Jared was one of my lab rats, and then Garrett was also one. And then we were talking to a guy up here in locally, and he was like, "Yeah, I can help you guys formulate some of that stuff. Like, send me the compound list." And so Garrett sent him what we were thinking of, and like I already had these guys try most of them on the list. And the guy sends us an email back, and he's like, "Holy shit, you guys are gonna try to fucking kill somebody with this stuff, dude. Like, what is going on?" And
We're just trying to cure cancer over here.
yes.
I gave one. Like Jared rolls in, and I just like had a fresh batch of tea bags, and I wasn't trying them all that much because I was like, dude, my tolerance at that time was so high for like all the compounds.
You were just
He was the
mainlining
clinical,
caffeine, essentially.
clinician, right? Yeah. He
Yeah.
had to be the control group, right?
Yeah.
Control group.
So I gave one. Jared rolls into the office one day, like kind of sickly looking, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, here, try this new formula I just made up."
Well, I was gonna
bro."
say, like,
And
Walter
I
White
look over like 30 minutes later, and this dude's like
freaking out.
typing
Yeah.
away on the fucking
Fascinating.
computer, bro. I'm like, "Damn, dude." Like, and he stayed
That's
like
it.
that. He stayed just dialed for like 5 hours straight, and then I look over, and he's like, "I don't feel so good, man." I'm like, "Sit down."
Dude, at a
I
certain
laid
point,
down under my desk afterwards. Dude.
I was gonna say,
fucking crashed
at a
out.
certain point, it's almost like, dude, did we give him the right white powder? Like, are we
Yeah.
sure that was caffeine? Like, he has not unclenched his jaw in 30 minutes, man. I'm getting worried.
Dude's over here.
Grinded his life away. You're like, was that just caffeine? All right.
God damn.
No, but the other point I was gonna make is like Walter White never tried his product. He just knew how to cook it, So as the chemist, you can't be trying your own caffeine supplement supply stuff.
Yeah.
Can't get hooked on your own
Skews
supply.
data, bro. That skews the data, man.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's personal
Yeah.
bias, I can't.
Yeah, you get too
Can't be
attached
down
to
to
it.
bias.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
It's all about just numbers, baby. Numbers and formulas. That's it.
99% pure caffeine pouches. Is there gonna? Oh,
Yeah.
so all right, two
And we
collabs
have
we've
some
come up with.
left
We
over.
have the.
We can,
Well, I was gonna say the
we
Big
can
Hatch
send you guys
Energy.
a tea bag or two.
That would actually be
Dude.
fucking awesome for a show. That would be hilarious. Like, just have us go crazy. But no, I would say two, like, blends we got to do from the show. The Big Hatch Energy can. So I love that. The BHE can. And then the Heisenberg can. So see if we can, like, get a blue, like, all blue can or something. See if we can do, like, a blue tint to the pouch or something like that, if any of that's legal. Because I think, yeah, that would also be a cool, a cool look into the market.
Dude, the BHE, bro. That one's got to be like,
BHE.
BHE.
that's got to be like a tea bag scent. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that'll be the first of the Extreme series.
Tea bag and BHEs, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what you doing Friday? Yeah, nothing much. Just gonna go home, teabags and BHE. You know what it is. Maybe get some reps in. Go on Elden Ring later.
I'm gonna go fucking smash every boss on my way. No stopping BHE, bro. There's no stopping.
Just pure
BHE.
hate. Just pure hatred energy. That's
Yes,
all
sir.
it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh fuck, dude.
Well, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna get that tatted on me, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, but-
I love it.
yeah,
Commit.
that's
No,
like
you
a
said it
new
on the
level of
podcast.
rage
There you
to
go.
it. And do it like on your knuckles, bro.
Oh
Dude,
shit,
yeah,
that
on
would
the
be dude.
I was gonna say,
Holy
unfortunately, it's 5 though, because like you couldn't have it like even. It would be like random like
Bro, you just
BHE
put a
or
hashtag. Just put a
Oh,
hashtag
dude.
BHE.
The
you go.
hashtag. Holy shit,
That's
dude.
it. That's all you
That-
got.
That's where you really know like there's like a real like generational difference, you know, because putting a fucking hashtag in a tattoo,
On your
bro.
knuckle tat, yeah.
Yes.
That shit's permanent, bro.
There's so many
Holy
1%
shit.
motorcyclers who are like, nah, that's fucked, dude. Come on, you can't be
No.
doing no hashtags and some fucking love and hate type, you know, wrist, knuckle tats.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, fuck. Holy shit. Imagine my first tattoos fucking knuckle tats. Oh my god.
That would be great. I think you should lock into this. 100 Patreons, we'll get this done.
Holy fuck, honestly.
I think you should start taking donations for the tattoo also.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
We'll start a GoFundMe for that.
Go fund me for has to ruin his life.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I mean, legitimately, if we ever did make a tattoo like goal, I would be down to make like a legitimate tattoo goal.
Of
would
what
have to
though? Would it be
it would
like
have to
from
be
the
like,
sidelines related? Would it be like just something you've always
No, I
wanted?
would get like BHE on my ass for like
so
250
so
Patreons.
so you guys
250.
I'll say it.
so you guys remember that group of friends in high school that I was talking about earlier? So they called themselves the ass hats because half of them had a top hat tattooed on their ass that they all got throughout that year in high school. So
you have one?
no, I never got an ass hat, but I was in that group and I was around them. Yeah, that's my experience with things on the ass. So maybe if you want to, I guess BHE on the ass, that could be your thing, Hatch. But I feel like
for 250 Patreon subs, I'd do that.
little top hat, that would be kind of baller too.
BHG isn't ass though. You plan on having kids?
You plan, yeah.
I mean,
are you
fuck,
supposed to be a
dude.
role model for anyone at some point in your life?
I mean, I'm
I was
probably
say
never
you
gonna let a
guys
kid see my ass, but you know,
down the line.
sheesh. I mean,
I will say,
they
this-
might
Jared, Jared,
confuse
this-
it for Big Hank energy, bro.
Big Hank energy, yeah.
Big Hank
How's it
energy.
going? No, I will say this is our resident co-host who talks about never getting married ever in his life ever, and that it's a sham and that no one ever should do it. So
It is,
I
bro.
don't think children are in the Hatch future, but you know, if they ever happen to come, then you know, something
never
happened.
know, dude.
But I'm not putting my money down on that one.
I was gonna say life is weird, man. Life is
You know, life is weird, bro. Let me tell you, dude, my dog passing last week, bro, that shit was so fucking hard. I am way different. Like, I feel like more, no, dude, legitimately, I feel like way more emotional, bro, which just sounds fucking lame as shit, right? But it's like, I feel like I've gained a second level of consciousness and more of like a human way, if that makes any sense.
It's almost
And-
like you
Dude.
felt lost and then felt emotion for the first time. That's
Like,
crazy, bro.
I mean, fuck, dude.
That's-
Like, if
Not
that's
one
legitimately what it is,
Misunderstanding a fundamental human condition. There we go. We've had our moment.
you know, like, dude, if that's legitimately what it was, dude, fuck, that shit is different, bro.
That's called pain,
The
and that's
fucking
what
break,
like
bro.
humans
Yeah, dude,
feel.
I
And it's-
fucking hate that shit. That shit was the worst I've
I
ever been
hate
through.
that shit. That emotion sucked, man.
Fuck, dude. No breakup was ever that
bro.
bad, bro. No breakup was even close to that. God damn. But,
How long did you have your dog for?
dude, 10 years, bro. She's about to turn 11 in October. But, you know, dude,
Yeah.
raise that pup, dude. No joke. From when she was like fucking smaller than a football in my hand. And, yeah, that shit was wild, dude. Had a lot of good times though, so you know, wouldn't change
That's what you
anything.
gotta look back on, bro.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I'm excited. You know, I put a picture of my dog on my story, dude, for Doge. You guys see that? It's like Vogue but for dogs. It's Doge. That
Oh.
Oh. No.
So post that one up. You know what? I'll post it in the chat that we got right here real
I
quick.
will say I am glad that Callie is going to live on in the show. She was here for pretty much every single episode of the
Yeah, she
recording.
was,
She
yeah.
was sitting behind Hatch, so it is cool that Mama Hatch made a little painting poster. So yeah,
Yeah.
got Callie on the show still.
Yeah, now you just respect your ancestors. That's a big thing there, right?
Yep.
She's one of the ancestors, bro.
Yep, she knows she's watching down, you know, dude. But I've even so this is all how much more humanly I've been. I don't fucking garden. Bro, that is not a me thing ever. But bro, no joke, dude. I fucking gardened. Shit you not, bro.
It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Bro, I was like, I thought of that quote when I'm like, yeah, dude, I am fucking digging these holes and shit. And like, because my dog's name was Callie, so I'm planting calla lilies around in the area, right? So, dude, I'm like digging these fucking holes, and I'm like, holy shit, bro, what am I doing? I do like I would never even thought I would picture myself gardening.
Brandon, look at this. Our boy is experiencing emotions, and I love it, you know, because I don't think he has in the longest time, and I think it's a very good growing point for you.
You know, I would have to agree, because it's a learning experience that fuck, dude, it was so hard. But you know, everybody goes through it, right? It's just part of life, and I think that with that, people do grow in that extra like another level of consciousness.
No, I mean it is pretty easy to say. I mean, losing a dog sucks. Everyone kind of feels that out there. You know, if you've ever owned an animal, it's it's a hard thing to go to. But that's kind of the best part about them is, you know, they're not here for the whole time, so you gotta have the best time you can with them.
They're only a part in your life, but you're all of theirs.
Yep, that's
when
the
I
quote.
heard that, I was like, God damn, dude. When I heard that one, I was like, holy shit, bro. My God.
Come here, Kelly.
More emotions, bro.
Yeah,
Makes you feel bad for getting out of them.
They're hitting me.
It's the most Hatches ever felt.
Yeah, so, you know, we're all good now, you know, grateful to be here. Thank God.
Bro, this is getting deep.
I was gonna say,
deep,
towards the end of the show, we're starting to, we're getting into the real talk, but
when I get to like the philosophy about life, bro, shit, dude, I feel like life is so different, you know? If that makes any sense. Fucking honestly, bro, I'm fucking pissed. Can't even fucking play Elden Ring DLC day one, dude. I'm gonna be in fucking AC, Atlantic City or whatever. So pissed.
I'm sorry,
pissed.
buddy. So, we're getting like warrior poet version of Hatch right now. Like he's just letting it all go, and I'm like,
honestly, Brando, take over, bro.
Brandon,
take the mic.
Something.
Take the mic, Brando.
Hey, mute it. I'm back. I can't hold it back, boys.
It's cool seeing a different side of Hatch. Yeah, I don't know. I love you, buddy.
Love you too, bro. Me and Brando have shared some fucking memories, bro. Me and Brando, dude, we fucking shared fucking heartbreak of fucking losing. We've shared the victories.
You didn't share each other's weddings, so that'll, you know.
No, we didn't share. No, you know what, Brando? You would be a fucking blessed to come to my wedding, bro. Brandon, if that shit ever
you have
happen.
the opportunity to do the funniest prank that you could ever do as a human.
Oh, dude, no joke.
Not go to that shit.
If I ever do get married, I'm expecting all of my friends to like fuck with me that day so hard. I am ready for some serious pranks.
Well,
I'm more so just a cardboard cutout.
I was gonna say I more so meant like Brandon just goes and finds whatever level tournament he can find that day to go play. Like he's playing some random Texas local 3-man, and he's like, "Sorry, bro, I got an event.
Game.
I'm sorry."
A big game across country,
and it's not even Ion. Like it's not even cool. It's just a random
Living
scenario.
Legend 69.
That doesn't even count for any.
No points, no money. Just like, sorry, bro, I got a paintball event to go to. Does that sound familiar?
Like, oh, my bad, bro. I fucking voted. I was the only one. I was the only fucking one.
He gets upset every time, and I love it.
Dude, because the thing is, bro, when it comes down to a vote, everybody's like, we're going to the event. And I was like, ooh, I'm the last one that gets my say, so I'm gonna say the exact opposite. But, you know, I stayed strong on my feet right there. Did not fucking bow to the fucking conventional methods of everybody else on the team. So, you know, love you, Brando. I tried, bro. I tried.
All right, it's all good. I was in both places, so we're good.
That is true. Brandon was hanging in the Sacramento DMG pits the whole weekend.
Fucking hung him up by his neck, bro. I was like, how am I supposed to get him up there? I don't want to hole punch his forehead.
That was not a great look.
So really quick for you two, just to fill you two in, Jared and Brett. My wedding was on the same weekend as Dallas, this Dallas event. I had a cardboard cutout of me, not a life size one, motherfuckers.
It's life size.
Definitely life size.
It was 3 foot tall.
Life size.
Not life size. had it sent there to Ryan's Airbnb, and he took it to the field to surprise the guys. Yeah, it was
So
I was there.
good, dude. So good.
Yeah, so Brandon was there in spirit in his paper cardboard cutout form.
Wait, in like the little jersey and all too. Was it like
No, dude, he's in his wedding.
No.
He's in his wedding tux with no shoes
Yeah.
on, just socks.
Yeah, it was sizing. It was the sizing day. All
Yeah,
right?
there you go. There's a photo of it in the chat. But yeah, we are getting towards the end of our show tonight, guys. I definitely appreciate both of you guys for coming on and blessing us with some of your time.
Thank you,
Before
guys.
we jump out of here, we do have a couple things we gotta get through. Kind of a programming note for all of our listeners out there for our pick show for the next two, for the finals from Texas and for this next event. They are going to be coming up here soon. So for you guys to know and to be on the lookout this Thursday. So as we're recording this, that is going to be the 13th, correct? Yeah, the 13th. So Thursday the 13th, we are going to be putting out a show that is talking about all of the Texas final predictions. So if you want our betting advice and picks for the finals that'll be taking place in AC from Texas, tune in this Thursday to that show. And then next Thursday, we will be doing, in fact, a live stream with all the information from the AC event. Because of the way that all the scheduling stuff has worked out, brackets and schedules for AC are not out yet, and they won't be until the Dallas event has concluded. So the way that we're going to make this up to you guys, and that way you can still get all the picks and betting information that we like to give out for Kirgo and for the NXL games, you'll get that live. It'll be one of our first live shows that we've done on the show. So we're excited to bring that to you guys. I have confirmed myself, Ryan Fitzgibbon, Fitzy, as you guys know him out here, and Jordan Boyum as the three hosts for those two shows. So, I mean, we have a professional player on who gives a lot of great insight, is one of my favorite people to talk about when talking, kind of the insight of paintball. And then Fitz is just a great time. So definitely tune in for those two shows, get some more information about what's going on with the NXL betting and the next two events. And yeah, make yourself some money. Kirgo.com, if you guys want to go get signed up, use code FTS. You're going to get a 12% cash back. So on whatever you lose on that throughout the site. So, if you're playing and maybe a couple of your bets don't hit, you're just going to get 12% of that straight back into your account to bet on again. So great little advantage. If you're going to sign up, might as well sign up with that and get a little credit or a little feature for getting signed up over there. Let's start to get out of tonight's show. Before we can do that, before I can get on to the normal things I got to remind people about every week, we have two segments we do every week. That is a cool guy of the week and a code word of the week. So Brandon, who is the cool guy of the week?
Oh shit. Damn it. Sorry.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. I gave you so much time.
Name it himself,
so
guys.
much extra time tonight.
Dramatic pause.
It's just Brandon. He hasn't done that yet. I guess he could at some point in time.
Edit that part out.
Yep. The power of editing. So a 3-foot me. No, it's not.
3 foot me.
Yeah. Shit. Sorry.
While he's figuring it out, I'll tell a little story real quick. So Ryan, you'll know this one. So I actually got to knight another person with pukas this past weekend again. Little I don't know if you muted or not, but we got to knight a little kid, little Evan. Our little joke is, we never call him by his actual last name. We'll call him anything that starts with the letter P. So we'll be like, all right, Evan Pumpernickel, or like, Evan Pickles. It's like, we'll call him anything, right? So little kid, he made a step
Evan
up to
Pussy.
D4.
Oh wait, you said little kid?
Yep.
Okay, now I feel bad.
Yep.
All right.
Just like kidding. A little 12-year-old kid. He just he's making the step up to no, dude, the kid's definitely got that stabber energy for sure, that BHE for sure.
Yeah. Man.
So he's making a step up from D5 up to D4, so it's going to be a big opportunity for him. Looking forward to seeing him. So he's going to be rocking the pukas, and if he doesn't, I told him, child abuse is inbound.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been hard.
That's beautiful.
Bro, I just felt emotion for the first time, so I have no problem beating him.
Using a child.
No problem with that. No problem.
You're an enigma. I've said that word before, but that really is the perfect word to describe you. I'm getting word from our cool guy of the week correspondent Brando Baird that he didn't do his fucking job this week, so we don't have a cool guy of the week. So code word of the week, Stephen Hatch.
All right, code word of the week, boys. Heard it for the first time here tonight.
One fucking job.
Brando, one job, bro.
Man, I lost it. I'm sorry.
No, dude, honestly, these guys, dude, the boys down there, Brett and Jared did the work for me. Let me tell you, code word of the week, BHE.
We're just holding on to that one.
BHE. We're hitting that shit.
Orange, baby.
We hit that shit, dude. Fuck, dude.
There we go. Yeah, I got it. It's in there. It's in there.
BHE.
Discord's stupid now, and for some reason the sound effects don't come over. But yeah, the audience heard it. Hype up that BHE. If this is your first episode tuning into From the Sidelines, make sure you reach out to us with a message, a DM somewhere, a comment somewhere. Just let us know BHE. That's code word of the week. It's just a system we use to make sure kind of who is staying around, tuned into the end of each and every single episode. We appreciate you guys. Some of the guys who hit us up every single week are the Mike Ryans, the Christopher Strucks, the Schwartz Cables, the I don't know. There's probably another one that I'm just forgetting right now off the top of my head. But shout out to all of our great and loyal listeners who are always constantly sending us those messages. It's cool. It's good to know that people are kind of tuning in all the way until the end of the program, as well as just checking it out. So, no cool guy of the week. We have our code word of the week. That means I got to remind you guys to rate the show. So head on over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you're listening to it on. Take 4 seconds to just rate the show. It literally just takes that long. It's free to do. It supports us. It's a win-win for every single person involved, so go ahead and do it right now. Leave a like on YouTube as well if that is your preferred platform to listen to the show. You can also subscribe on either one of those platforms or follow depending on what it's called. It'll just give you a notification when the show is live and ready to go, so you do not have to wait for the next episode of From the Sidelines. We also have the Patreon version. If you don't want to wait the most, you can head over to Patreon and get access right away to the latest episodes and bonus content, ad-free contents of the show. There's a lot of great benefits and bonuses to being signed up over there at patreon.com/Mafia_production. Go sign up. There's a free trial available as well. So if you want to check out the benefits that are available to you, you can do that. We also have the merch, Stabbers Don't Get Stabbed, From the Sidelines shirt. You know it's all available over at xxvthelabel.com. Shout out Michael Diaz for helping us out with that. And last but not least, we have 3 sponsors that put on the show. We have Liquid IV. LiquidIV.com is where you're going to head over to get more information about the Great Hydration Multiplier. Code Mafia_Mafia is going to save you 20% at checkout and free shipping. There you go, Brandon. Nice job. You completed that right on beautiful time today. And the other one is weldsclothing.com. We have them as well. Weldsclothing.com. Head over there. Use promo code FTS. Save yourself a little bit at checkout as well. And last but not least, I'm not going to do this one. Twins, what is NECTR Energy? Why should I get it?
Why not? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Greatest ad read we've ever fucking had. Why not?
Yes,
Go
sir.
grab yourself a pouch of NECTR goddamn energy. We've talked about all
Pack a
episode
liquid,
long.
Find out.
Yeah, we've talked about all episode
Also,
long.
The other thing too, if they're down around this long, tell them if they're buying it and using your guys' code or discount or whatever, like putting in your guys' special, to leave us a note, right? Put a freaking note, say that you guys are supporters or whatever, like just leave us something.
Mhm.
Drop us a line,
Okay.
right? And because, dude, I look at all the notes on the orders, and if they're funny, dude, I fucking hook it up.
So that actually makes me feel
Hell
better
yeah.
because I've said that before on the show. I've been like, look, put something funny in the comments. Like they've hooked people up before who have used our code. And yeah, you just confirmed it right there. So there you go. Head over to nectar.energy, grab yourself some product, throw Mafia Productions in the promo code, and make a joke. Make Jared laugh, and maybe you'll get something for free. That's how they go over at nectar.energy. Once again, we appreciate both the twins for being on the show tonight. I guess
you.
kind of final thoughts for you guys. Was there any kind of last things or any shout outs you guys wanted to give?
Dude, you guys are awesome. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Brothers.
Hell yeah. No.
Good to hear.
Coming on.
Yeah, it's cool to talk to you guys,
The
pick your
support.
brains. Some cool guys who fit into the vibe around here with FTS. So
Absolutely.
yeah, glad to have you guys on.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Invite us back. Yeah, we'll be back.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
Well, all right. When the
Hey,
BHE
we'll come up
can
with a
comes
cool guy of
out.
the week for you guys. Yeah. Hey,
There we go, because fucking Brandon sucks at his job, apparently.
Come on.
Well, he's in prison.
Yeah, well, he's in prison.
Fill
Yeah.
in. There you go.
Perfect.
New hosts. I like that.
All right, I'm gonna keep that in my notes just in case. Brandon, Hatch, final thoughts for you boys? Anything you guys wanted to get out tonight?
I'll let you go first, Brando.
Dude, what a great show. Again, appreciate you guys jumping on. It's awesome. Awesome, like talking to a sponsor and hearing that y'all are just a couple of dudes. Just a couple of dudes.
The boys.
The boys, yeah. Awesome guys.
Bring
yeah,
back being the
appreciate it coming on.
boys.
Bring it back. Love the
Bring it
product.
back.
Keep doing what you're
Make
doing.
America the boys
yeah.
again.
Absolutely.
Hatch,
Yeah.
Hey, like what Brando said, thank you guys for coming on. Seriously, it's awesome. I love you guys. Meeting you guys for the first time in Vegas, I was like, dude, these guys fuck. These guys know what's good, dude.
guys
So
fuck.
I instantly knew it was gonna be a match with you guys. So hey, I appreciate everything you guys do for us. Seriously.
well,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on board like right off the rip and kind of taking a risk on us too, because I mean you didn't know who the fuck we were when we first started, like.
Yeah.
And
No,
it was just
a
like,
little bit
okay,
of it
there's,
was
you
like,
know.
all right, let's see how this goes, and it's
Yeah,
kind of for
thank you
both
guys
of
for
us.
taking a risk on us.
Yeah,
you know,
it kind of went both
appreciate
ways
it,
a little bit.
Tit for tat, you know. I'm more of a tit guy.
God damn it. Well, yeah, I guess with that beautiful, wonderful joke, let's fucking end this show, guys. For our two co-hosts who are here every episode of the show, we got Brando, Baird, and Stephen Hatch. For our two lovely guests, we have Jared and Brett from NECTR Energy. Thank you so much for your time tonight, guys. My name is Ryan Mafia Moffat. This has been From the Sidelines, episode number 98, and it is about time for Hatch to do that thing. Do it, Hatch.
Bye.
See you guys on the next one.